am. Welcome, everybody. Let's see. I saw Lisa Burrito, Catfishing Lady is out there. Michael Grumpy Vet. Bob and Doreen Fishing, welcome in. There's Warren Farley saying, get the show started.
Someone else better get in here. I can't take the pressure of having to be the only one out here.
Where is Bobby and Danny?
Well, I'm pretty sure Danny's going to be here. Ed Evans was here, but he was having connection issues, so his screen was just doing that circle of death stuff. But Ed is out there. He's going to fish with us today.
Good.
Oh, here comes somebody. There's Ed. Uh-oh.
Good morning, Ed.
Come on, internet. Come on, internet. I'm rooting for internet this morning.
Grumpy Vet saying, tick-tock, tick-stock. Stan forgot his clock. Absolutely, Gizmo. There's Steve Hooker Thomas out there. He did, I don't know if you got a chance to see that or not, but y'all were killing it with catfish. He caught some beautiful carp yesterday on that little rod. I think the biggest one was, he had a couple of them over 10 pounds.
Wow. That's a big carp.
Yeah. Last night when we were relaxing, we went ahead and watched your channel to get caught up on what all had happened. And yeah, he caught some great fish there. And man, I felt so bad for Danny and them catching so many fish.
That was nuts. They probably filled the cooler by the end of the day.
Those were so cute.
Bless their hearts.
I wanted to love them.
Oh, Danny plans on loving them.
Yeah, not the way I do.
No, it's going to be a little different. He was talking about yesterday, and I thought it was pretty interesting. I had never thought about it. Hey, there's John Weather Outdoorsman is out there. I heard he had a great night of fishing the other night. You got Muskrat Adventures.
Yeah, you can shut that heat off. So.
Boom, boom, boom.
Is it?
I don't know. Bobby's got to be here somewhere. He'll be here somewhere.
Oh, he's going to try and make a grand entrance.
Yeah,
Bobby.
yeah. Unless he has to work, but what he's been having a hard time finding bait, so that might be what's going on.
It's been rough, actually.
Yeah, our bait situation's been pretty rough too.
There's Uncle Jeep out there saying howdy, peoples.
Howdy, Jeep.
Good morning to everyone.
Jeep is too funny. That is one of my favorite things of CatCon is Uncle Jeep's gone every time, so I've got to hang out with him every CatCon except for this past one. Let's see. Muskrat Adventures is saying, asking where y'all are fishing at.
If he sees that bridge, he knows where we're at. Hoover
Heck, I see
Reservoir,
that
Central
bridge.
Ohio.
Roger.
That's when you know you're hosting a little too much. When you start seeing, when you start recognizing landmarks on other people's, like on the Ohio or all these other places, and you've never been there. That's when you know. This dang mouse. Oh, well.
Maybe today will go as well as yesterday.
Fingers crossed. Y'all were killing it.
They were a good size, too. I was so stoked. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Which made it all the more fun.
on the little rods.
It was so fun.
That was just an absolute blast. If anyone's in chat that saw that yesterday, or even if you didn't see it, go take a look at it and get involved next time. I don't care what you're catching on those rods. It is an absolute blast.
Absolutely. John Wheeler said he was going to try Hoover yesterday. Steve Hooker Thomas is saying you guys did amazing. Absolutely. Yeah, when you're catching fish that's as long, almost as long as the pole that you're catching them on, you know that's fun.
It was a blast. We knew we weren't going to catch Sandusky numbers,
Yeah,
but we were hoping we caught Sandusky size, so that was good.
She lost
absolutely.
one behind the boat yesterday. It was probably over 20.
Wow.
He came up, flipped me off, and then spit the hook out at me. He said, "Nah."
I mean, the biggest one yesterday was only 16, which I mean that's great for a
Yeah.
channel cat. But typically
Only
when
a
we go up,
6.
we can find a 20-pounder. But they were weird yesterday. We'd catch a few in a spot and circle back through, nothing there again. I mean,
We had to chase them.
we were
all
basically
day.
doing a spiral outward trying to find it. And yes, we were dragging with those little rods. Those little rods with 2 ounces of weight, we were dragging with them. Did you turn that off? Oh, it has to run for a little bit. I know it has to run for a little while afterwards. Actually, yeah.
Forgot I mute.
Oh,
Muted my
I was like,
mic.
man, it is unusual for Stan to sit there that long without talking.
Right? Look at this.
I had to sneeze, and I'm not one of those. There's the different types of sneezers out there. There's the ones that's, "Phew, what is that?" I am the achoo. So I tried muted it before I sneezed, and forgot to unmute it when I got done.
Chris sneezed, scared the crap out of me. And my dogs. My poor dogs.
JG Hill is out there. What's up, JG, my friend? He's saying, brush your teeth and comb your hair. It's time for STANday. That's it. Look, I don't even care if you comb your hair. I didn't. It's okay.
I can't tell you how much we've missed this, and we're glad it's back. Between finally getting back, 2 weeks ago, and then Easter last weekend, not being able to do it.
Yep.
This is just our time. We enjoy this.
We
This
love
is
our STANday.
highlight of the week, really. As far as fishing and all that. No
Well,
pressure.
mine
No
too.
pressure today because no one else is out here. Come on, Ed.
Yeah, Jeff Beal said he tried to call him and there's no answer on the phone. So let's see.
Well, I had been looking into it, doing my research for a few months there, and finally broke down and got that Starlink. I don't have to use it here, but there are places we want to fish that's going to require it. So,
Oh wow. Yeah, I'll have to talk to you about that once you get to use it for a bit.
well, I can
And
tell you right now on Walmart.com, it's on sale for like $3.95, which it was originally $6, and you could find it for $5. So the price is definitely coming down, and the
wow.
initial investment, that's a little chunk of change. But the
Yep.
$50 a month for 50 gigs, and then it's $1 or $2 for every gig you go over. But I don't figure we're ever going to go over 50. So,
Right.
and
And it's like anything else. The more you use it, the more it's worth. You know what I mean? So it's like StreamYard's price is going up. Well, I do StreamYard at least 2 to 3 times a week, plus the other tournaments and everything else. So, it's in the long run, it's worth it for me. So same thing with Starlink. With the amount of times that y'all go out fishing and could go live and the tournaments and everything else, it's worth the investment in my opinion because you'll get that much back from it.
Yeah.
Somebody that goes out once or twice and well, maybe not, might not be worth it, but Same thing, I think, with like the rods. If you're going to go out fishing a couple times a year, get whatever rods you want. But if you're going out week after week, multiple times a week,
Hey,
uh-oh,
look at
here we
that.
go.
Look at
Look at
that.
that.
There's a fish on there. I don't
Nice
even have the net out
takedown.
because I was not expecting it. Actually, we don't normally
Woohoo!
catch fish through this section right here with just kind of a runway to get started. What? Oh, nope, lost it.
Oh my gosh. Well, hey, that's great. That was a great hit.
Well, when that happens, we say it was a gar.
Yeah. That's what I'll usually go with too.
Hang on, he buried that planer board.
Oh, there you go. There you go, Jeff. Lisa Elliott's out there. Good morning. Good morning. Uncle Jeep.
What was on that one?
30 awesome people watching. Thank you, everybody. No.
You got two more in there.
Indiana Chris in the house. Welcome in. Muskrat Adventure saying, let's go. Yeah, that was a great takedown.
It buried that. I don't know if you guys could even see the planer board way out there, but yeah, it just took it under like it was a little bobber. Yeah, going.
Well, I couldn't see the planer board, but I saw the pole just went joof, straight over. Oh, damn that thing. Muskrats out there, anybody else that streams, that goes live through their phones, if you figure out how to get that dang share your referral link off of, and it's probably just on whoever's channel it is, because, we're the ones with the referral link. So, Roger, if you figure that out, or anybody, how to get that share your referral link little thing that takes up half of the chat, let me know how you got rid of it. All right, we'll bring. Muskrat is saying OH.
I didn't get to talk to him. I know he was really busy, but him, Jackie, and Zach were all down there in Alabama over the weekend at the Sea Arc tournament.
Oh, that's
I'd sent
right.
him.
Go
I'd
ahead.
sent him a message to see if they'd weighed in yet because I was watching the weigh in, and I was like, "Man, I hope I started in the middle, of course, because I never get notifications on time."
No.
So I started watching. I sent him a message, asked if he had weighed in yet, and I don't know if it was a delay in service or whatever. But by the time he sent me back, nope. So I was watching, and there were only two boats left. So, like, dang, I missed them. I missed them. I did see Jackie had her arms around a big old fish down there yesterday.
She
Though.
got one early on.
Oh, yes. That's what I think it's cool is, like, if you watch Jackie fish, she's so excited, so happy with it. Like, it's the same thing as like V. I love watching you fish, V, because you get excited. I get the same way. I get a fish. I don't care if it's a 2-pounder, a 20-pounder, 80-pounder. I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm fishing.
Heck yeah. I'm just
And
out
that's
here to fish.
absolutely. And Jackie's that same way. I talked to her at kind of not this past one, the one before, and she was just so excited about it. Yak Shore Outdoors is out there. Absolutely, we'll have you. You know what I'll do? I'll put the link. Yeah, when you get out there or you're getting close, let me know. I'll drop the link again. All right, what's going on now? And there she is. There's Uptown. Chrissy Brown is out there. Again, great job yesterday, Chrissy. Thank you so much for jumping in and hosting on Daryl's channel.
I've got this one.
Everything that I've heard, everybody was so happy, had a bunch of fun with the tournament. So great job. There's our good friend Dave B's out there. Shirley T.
This one is Nick. But now it's reversed because
Oh, we understand that, Chrissy. I know you've got church and are you still doing the oh, there's Ed. He's in chat right now. It was a black screen, Ed. It was just the dial, why won't it let me post that? But if you try coming back in now.
that's exciting.
Yeah. Look at all these fish we like.
I'm gonna get him.
Parker Pursuits is out there. Congratulations, Parker.
Good morning, Jerry.
Look at that. Look at that.
Come on.
Yeah, he was having a good old time catching channels and carp yesterday.
You
Yeah,
don't buy it.
I hope he's okay. I don't think I've ever seen him fishing in a chair. I don't ever think I've ever even seen him sit down.
He's getting that old man-itis. All these big fish wearing him out. Most people, it takes years of work. With Parker, it's just years of fish
Yeah. And hunting.
and hunting. Drag a big whitetail out of the woods a couple times. It'll make a man
Oh
of you.
my
I don't care who
gosh,
you
yeah.
are.
There's Matt out there.
I've quartered up a moose standing in hip deep water.
Oh,
Yeah. In October in Canada. Yeah. Yep.
Chrissy said she's going to tell the church that I rubbed off on her. That's why she's late.
No. That's probably good.
What's up, Cowboy? Saying good morning, Stan. Him and Nikki about to head back home from Virginia Beach. Well, I hope y'all had a blast down there. Yeah, I can't wait to get back out there again with Catfish Cowboy.
He's came a long way. He has came a long way from that boat versus bank tournament to where he's at now.
Oh, dude, crazy! Absolutely,
About as fast as anyone too.
He's kicking butt. It's awesome.
absolutely. Yeah, he's upgraded his equipment and done the right things. And man, yeah, I say by this summer he's getting at least a 60-pounder.
It's fun to watch.
Bobby.
There he is.
Hey, check this out.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Bobby.
Ooh, look at that.
Nice hat, Bobby.
Thank you,
I
Miss
love
B.
it. You're very welcome, Bobby.
What's up, Bobby?
Oh, just running late. I think somebody's rubbing off on me.
You know what's funny is you're not the first person to say that today.
I'll have
Hey,
to get my earpiece logged in later.
All right. Hey.
I forgot to charge it last night.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, been there, done that. I usually do that when I know that there's a bunch of crap that I got to do. and then I don't want to hear my wife, complaining at me. I was about to say something else. I'm like, what? Can't,
Um,
no hearing aid, can't hear you.
yeah, I'm gonna get baited up. I'll catch up with you here in a minute.
All right, Bobby, get a fish. Today's your day, Bobby.
Oh,
I knew if John was still here, he was going to say something. John Euler says, there he is, the non-catching, non-fisherman. Hey, what's up, Eddie G? Michael Grumpy Vet, I can happily say I didn't get bobbied yesterday. That's right, that's right. You caught some. You put fish on the screen. It was funny. We had Josh. Josh came in yesterday. His channel now is Living Water Outdoors, but he came in yesterday and he went with Carson, little Carson there on the dock, and Carson's got one. Carson's got one. He ended up bringing a 6-pound taxidermied largemouth bass. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, there's Fresno out there. What's up, CBA? Good to see you. Yep, there it is.
Finally.
Well, we got you now, Ed. Yeah, when I came, there you go,
Unbelievable.
guys. Yeah, when I came in, I put you added you to the stream, and it was just a black screen with that little green circle of death rolling in it.
Right. And when you came on and catch fish with us, they just had circles running around them.
Huh.
Oh, weird. Well, Ed, I think between Pennsylvania and Ohio, we share the same Amish internet out here. So
fact.
This is true. This is true.
Yes, fact.
Catfish in Fresno says, I got my fingers crossed Bobby catches a fish today.
We still got about another week in Ohio, but you can catch the stragglers and the rebels.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be right back. I gotta go find a tree. You guys watch my rod.
All right, I got
Bobby,
it.
we're looking for fish, not trees.
Oh, Ben's probably tried to.
Oh, yeah. My phone's in the jerk.
Let's see.
After this route, and then went back over. No.
Keep going straight. Run through the middle.
So
Yeah,
I think
Yeah,
the tournament
keep
went
going.
so well yesterday. For those that didn't see it, you can check that on Trophy Seekers Outdoors channel. And oops. You can also check it out here.
Speaking of
Yes.
Trophy Seekers Outdoors, did you see the fish that Brandon caught over there?
Oh, dude, yeah.
Not Daryl, Brandon.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Either way, impressive on that rod. It was awesome.
Yes, what he was masterful with that rod.
He was finessing like a champ.
The biggest fish that I have seen caught on one of these, this is the dock runner. This is the Shakespeare, the ugly stick version of the Dock Demon. Is the Dock Runner, and happened a couple years ago. By we I mean Dan and his girlfriend Courtney. The rod went crazy, went bam, and Dan's like, go ahead and get it. I'm like, no, Dan, you get it. And we're
Mistake.
back and forth. No, you get it. I'll get it. You get it. You get it. Courtney's like, so we say, Courtney, you get it. She's like, will it be fun? Like, look, will it be fun? It's bent over like this. It ended up being a 63-pound blue cat
Wow.
Holy cow.
on a dock. It broke the rod. Eventually, Dan was like reeling it like this just to get it in. What a blast. What a blast.
That's awesome.
We broke one yesterday towards the end of the day. Ben that was with us, who fishes with us quite a bit,
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
who's about a quarter of a mile north of us right now, and he's already caught one good one. Um, he grabbed it a little too high. He kind of high sticked it when he pulled it out of there, and we heard it crack, and we're like, yeah, maybe it'll make it through. Next fish, as soon as it hit the net, it snapped.
Well, and speaking of that, you know where that might happen? We may see some rods broken.
Yeah.
So
May 10th.
excited.
May 10th. That's going to be another great one. The Wally World Whiplash, sponsored by RCT. And the best part about that is the winner of that tournament gets a brand new Signature Series JNS Signature Series rod.
Oh, one of those?
One of these back here?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That I tell you what, the green, they both are beautiful, but the green that is just. I love how they when they're in the sun they change colors and just such beautiful rods.
I don't know if we'll be able to see it or not, but yeah, got some scales on there. But yeah, you can kind of see the color change like an old bass boat.
There it is. Look at that. Look
The
at that green.
the retro colors, they're absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, I didn't even think about how much better that probably is with the spiral wrap or acid wrap, whichever way you want to call it, for doing boards. It's probably really great for pulling boards.
Now, I will tell you my first impression, the first time we used them was in the river going up against current.
Yeah.
And that day I wasn't overly happy with it.
But you have to remember too, there was wind
There was
added
a
on it
lot
and
of
white
current.
caps.
There was a lot
Yeah,
of
yeah.
current, and I thought maybe they were a little too limber for that. But no, out here on flat water, they've got yeah, we probably shouldn't have even been dragging in that current, to be honest. But out here you can see they're riding perfect. There's just enough bounce in the tip to when they do snag, it pops them back up. So yeah, we've spent three or 4 days dragging with them so far, and
Love them. Love them.
There's Indiana Chris says, I remember that stand. I was there. Yeah, we all had to hand light it in at the end. That's right.
but that Wally World Whiplash is going to be a blast.
What do we got, Ed?
Hey, Stan, if I do get a fish, we got to take off 1.52 pounds for the net.
Perfect.
All right.
Got it. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you. That's wishful thinking, though. I got 16-mile-an-hour winds with 30-mile-an-hour gusts all day today.
That's what we had yesterday up on Sandusky Bay, and it was nasty. We found a place out of the wind.
Kind of.
That's why you
Yeah.
see my rods as close to the water as I could get them, so they're not blowing all over the place.
That is, I think that's one of the things that we can kind of pick up from carp fishermen is that keeping the rods down like that on the windy days. Let's see. Rowdy Royals out there. Good morning. Good morning. JG Hill. That's right. Parkenized those folks. Danny Stone was it when he was saying goodbye yesterday. He's talking about getting He got Parkerized again. So that's the new term whenever you get beat by Jerry Parker. You just got Parkerized.
I told Chris, I said, we lost to Jerry Parker. I really can't complain.
That's right. That's right.
I'm like, that's kind of expected.
Yeah. So in our minds, we finished first and second because we don't
There
count.
you go. Exactly.
Yeah, Jerry doesn't count, dang it.
This is the best day we've had so far this year. No,
Hands
very
down.
little wind. Just now for fish cooperate.
Let's see. Yeah, it's windy here too in Richmond today.
Ohio is just trying to give Chicago, take the title from Chicago. I am telling you what. Oh my gosh.
The last couple of years have been unusually
Horrendous.
windy.
I woke up this morning, it was 46 degrees.
It was 38. It was 38.
We had
for us.
38 this morning.
Wow.
Yeah.
Rowdy Royal says, sorry, haven't been around. Haven't been around all weekend. Been busy at Merle Fest. Well,
Is that a festival for Merle Haggard?
Sounds that way. And Smallwater
You know
Church,
what you
I haven't
guys
been
did
to
there.
What's that?
I said, if it was a festival for Merle Haggard, we know what they did there. Shame on you. Go to church.
Smallwater Church, and I haven't been to Merle Fest in 20 years.
This earpiece working?
Oh, I'm supposed to keep. I'm supposed to
Yeah,
tell you,
Ed. For
Ed,
Bobby.
you got to keep your pants on today, Ed.
Yeah.
Oh, why?
Although the last time, when the pants were down, that's when the fish bit. So,
Yeah. They always catch you at the wrong time. You're either eating a sandwich or taking a drink of something or going to the bathroom.
J.G. Hill said, my local city commissioners decided to up the boat permits to $40 a day in the local lake by him. Monkey butt jack legs. What the what?
$40 a day to put your boat on the lake?
Yep. Well, they have a year pass, but they do it like on a calendar. Like it's from May to, from June to May. And if you got 1 month left, they charge the same amount. It's crazy. Crazy.
Wow.
Somebody wants money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do I.
Oh, but that's to fix the docks and the roads that they never fixed.
Yeah.
Right.
I was going to say, with
Those should be gold plated.
those rates, I'm just going to build my own lake.
Steve Ransom is out there saying, good morning, Stan. I got a new job and I hate it. I have to cross the James twice a day there in Richmond. And can't stop and fish. I can even see my favorite spot.
So, Stan, if you fish that lake that you have to pay $40 to get onto with your boat, is that considered a pay lake?
No!
Oh!
I wondered if that was going to come up.
That sounds like a pay lake to me.
Well, that's a...
And now the truth is starting to come out.
It's one. No,
It sounds like hitting you directly. I love it.
There's different types of pay lakes, and I guess that would be the other kind.
I'm just stirring the soup.
Oh, of course, with a big old paddle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if it's just, I get it. They pay taxes on it, and uptake and everything for the county.
Right.
So I get what they're doing, but that's a lot. When a boat permit for one lake costs more than it does to register your boat and stuff for the whole year to fish anywhere you want, that's when something's wrong.
Oh!
Yeah.
You guys check this out. I wasn't even paying attention. Some jerk just tossed over my line.
What?
Look at this guy. Just pulls up behind me, throws his stuff over my line. I'm thinking I'm getting a bite. Anybody recognize that goofball?
Who is it?
That freaking John Oiler.
Oh!
Well,
was
good.
waiting
Maybe
for him to
someone that's
say
happened will
Lisa.
catch something today.
I was like, wow, look at Bobby. Bobby is Mr. Nice Guy. I don't want to piss him off. Listen to him.
Right? Heck.
Right? I wasn't the only one, right? Like he was giving it to him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too funny.
I thought he was going to say Lisa.
Now that would have been funny.
That would have been hilarious.
Let's see. Smallwater Charter says Merle Fest was named after Eddie Merle Watson, Doc Watson's son. There you go. Hey, Benoit Fishing is out there. Let's see, what did Benoit say before?
Yeah,
I
you
saw
did.
the Benoit lady's got them a 9.9, and Hoover Reservoir here is just a little bit south of them, and it's restricted to 9.9. So I expect to see them down here more often.
45 awesome people out there watching.
I gotta give a shout out to this goofball though. He even brought me some shad and skipjack. So for the first time, I think this lake might see skipjack later today.
There we go.
We're good, Stan.
What's up, John? Great to see you, my friend. Boy, I heard Bobby. I thought that, you were just somebody. I thought Bobby was really getting mad. He had me. Like, look at this goofball. Look at this son of a. I'm going to kick his.
Barometric pressure still a little.
Oh, that was great, Bobby. You got me with that one.
Oh, we was back there talking for a little while. So,
I'm a pretty big dude, and Bobby, I was like, damn, I don't want to piss Bobby off.
look how short he is, though. They ain't kidding. He is short.
Stan,
Yeah.
us little people are the ones you need to be afraid of.
Oh,
be
no
very
doubt.
afraid.
No
We're about
doubt.
the same height. He's standing in a hole.
Lisa made Bobby tough.
That ain't no doubt. I guarantee you, if you can't handle Lisa, stay out alive.
So, John, I hope the family had a great Easter. Hope things are going well.
You gonna catch anything on him?
I'm gonna give this about a half hour, and I'm gonna move down
That's
to another
funny.
spot. Usually I get one or two. That's the wind blowing the line.
They stay up there, Jack, please.
Oh, yeah, it might be my bait.
Oh, there's a bite.
Oh,
Let's get it.
come on.
Oh, goodness gracious. We'll never hear the end of it. You know what John would be like? See, Bobby, I told you.
That's good
Takes a
fish,
real
fish
fisherman to help you get a bite.
Hey, watch it.
That's right. He got a bite.
Yeah, Parker ain't here.
John, I heard you had a pretty good night not too long ago. Got a trifecta?
Curtis hooked those fish up for him. We already know what happened there.
Hey, David Smith's out there. What's up, David?
4:30 in the morning to 6:30 in the morning, Saturday morning.
Awesome. Let's see.
Oh, this one looks like.
Michael Grumpy Vet asking me if I can skip the dad jokes today, please. I don't know. That's not easy for me to do. Sometimes I just get into it without even thinking about it.
Oh, you did learn a lot of new ones yesterday.
Right? Thank you. I appreciate that. I was practicing.
No,
I
I mean
got
the
a
people
bunch
in
of,
chat were giving
but
some new ones.
they're not YouTube friendly.
Yeah. You know, Ed, you got to do what you got to do when the fish aren't biting. You know how that goes.
Exactly, I hear that.
Hey, and speaking of
What
that,
the heck? You lost your hook.
Ed was saying yesterday you're going to be starting your show back up here in May.
Yeah, May 7th. It's the first Wednesday night in May.
There you go. First Wednesday night in
But
May.
put the
And the only
screen.
reason why we're doing that is my boat is held hostage right now.
Uh-oh.
Shut.
They repaved our parking lot.
Oh, wow.
And with the garage being in front of the paved parking lot, I can't get my boat out. So
Can't get the boat out. All right.
Damn, where'd it go?
Well, there you go. May 7th. Fish on Ed Evans after midnight.
Out there.
I got a feeling we're going to see a bunch of monster flatheads
And
being
I didn't
caught
even
this year.
put any.
yeah,
butt
we have a
behind.
lot of new guests that want to come out with me this year too. So
That is
look
awesome,
for
dude.
that.
That is awesome. Well, you've been since you started doing that with fishing on fishing on the Friday nights Jody show, and then going after that, and then changing it to the Wednesday. You've been at it for a while now, so that's
Hey, this
great.
is our
That's
third
awesome.
season now. Yep,
Crazy how time flies like that, right?
unbelievable.
Did he go slack or just hit
But
it?
I think one of the brightest parts of last year was really seeing
Or
butterflies.
just mouthing it right now?
Get her personal best.
Yeah, and not only that, but just when she first started hosting, she really couldn't add a lot about the fishing part of the conversation. You know, she was entertaining and lovely and everything else, but now
Right.
she actually talks about, she knows about fishing. That's the best part.
What really got me was we went to a pond and we were catching trout, and this mother with a group of kids was down the end, and Butterflies was down there explaining how the fishing works. And it was so great to see her, who was just caught, teach somebody.
Yeah,
So that
absolutely.
was really neat.
I think that's so important for us. That's one of the most important things I think we can do as fishermen. If you can't complain about the way people handle fish and do things if you're not willing to be out there and be that ambassador. And to see her doing that, that's awesome.
Right.
Just awesome, dude.
We made a monster out of her, though. Her personal best for this year has to be 40 pounds, she said.
What I wanted to do later.
Good Lord. She's gonna beat me with a flathead.
Well, mine's 46, so if she gets one over that, she beat me too.
Well, God bless her. I hope she does.
Yeah, so do I.
Bobby.
Yeah.
Bobby, I got a message from Lisa. She says, tell Bobby to sit down for this comment, but his little sis hopes that you catch at least one today. She's wishing you good fishing. Yep. You better sit down. There was no joke in that at all.
Yeah, I was sad yesterday that they didn't get on some fish.
Did I just die?
I seen that takedown.
I know, right? I'm thinking the same thing, V.
You guys can still see and hear me, right?
Oh yeah, you're there. Yeah. You're still there.
Okay.
Unless we all died at the same time, then we're all.
Oh my gosh, having a STANday.
Yeah.
Good to see you back up, girl.
Let's see. Michael Grumpy Vet said my pole is going to break. Sorry, guys. Oop. That's right. I haven't said a dad joke yet.
Oh.
It's hard biting my tongue that hard. That is. Well, Wabash Nate's out there. Yes, John is with Bobby today.
Yeah, he stopped by to drop off some bait he had left over and say hi before he has to head to his next destination. You
And
got that.
don't forget.
You got that 14-foot Mad Cat. Damn near made it three-quarters of the way across that.
You know,
I
you know what?
I can
The,
see. I can see where those are nice for bank fishermen, but I'd fish off the bank and the boat. It wouldn't do me any good.
you know what was the funniest thing yesterday was watching Danny Stone. You know, Danny's usually got Black Betty, the
It gets changed.
16-foot
So
rods.
I'm like,
Seeing
Nicole, is
Danny
that
using the
in
little
the
rods yesterday was just
from
so
the
weird looking.
30 to
Oh yeah, that was.
11? I don't have any suspended now, so I think I'm
He,
going
he
to
You've
change
couldn't.
seen
that
him throw
to
them
right of the deep
13,
waters.
14-foot rods and 10-foot rods, and he's throwing a little
Now we
20-foot
don't get
rod.
that deep anymore, do we?
That was the funniest thing.
That's all it is.
Look at the size of that orange crush.
It was definitely cast.
All
I was asking you, can
right,
you
John.
thought I
Let's
Might
should
be
see.
just that
Let's see
now
how
say
waiting
close
when
on
you
he
can
the
get
sun.
to
wakes
that
up
island
and
out
we're
there.
in 30 something, but we don't get into 30
What do you think,
anymore, do
Chad? You
we?
think
So
John
like,
can hit
I'm
that
going to
island
use
over
that
there with that rod?
Really good. Like I've got one, two on the 10 and on the 6, and
Been there, done that.
it's,
yeah, it's good, but I'm going to change the depth now.
most of the fish you're seeing are
Ever come
East
down
Tennessee
here?
Whiskers is out
It's
there.
right around the corner here. Yeah, hang on.
Lisa said I didn't actually say it out loud. Absolutely, JG. Yeah, JG is noticing how low you got the rods there, Ed. And so you're targeting carp today, right?
Yes, I am.
Perfect. I brought that up yesterday. Along the same lines, we were talking. Steve Hooker Thomas was fishing on my channel yesterday, and he caught a couple of carp that were double digits on those little bitty rods. And he'd get it to the boat, and it would take a run, and then he'd get it back to the boat and take a run. And I was like, man, that's if you haven't tried carp fishing yet, give it a shot. And
It's
then
a
I
lot
was
of
like,
fun.
that was awesome seeing Ed, take up carp fishing, and you killed it last year. Every week you could see how you picked up something else, and I
Right.
just think that's awesome.
Yeah, I couldn't put the bio alarms on here today because I got 16-mile-an-hour winds
The wind,
that are
yeah.
steady, and then I got 30-mile-an-hour gusts. I got my tripod. If you could see how I have it set up, you'd laugh. It's set up like Fort Knox. Nothing's going to knock this over.
That's right.
I seen a couple of carp jumping this morning when I first got here, so that's a good sign. But they should be getting ready for spawn pretty soon.
Yeah, and they spawn before the catfish, right?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. Like I just started really getting interested in the carp fishing within the past couple years. Like we've caught them before. We've caught them before on night crawlers while we were fishing for other stuff. Just had a high-low rig or a dropper rig with a night crawler on it, which is what we
Right.
did a lot up there. Because you could catch everything from catfish to smallmouth to carp
Suckers,
to
everything. Yep.
yeah, sucker. Oh, that's a lot of fun. Catching sucker in the cold water. That's fun.
Definitely. Yep. And they're good bait too.
Uh-oh, I missed Lisa's comment. Mrs. Yak is saying we got stuck in some traffic, but should be on soon. All right, safe travels. We'll see you when you get to the fishing spot. Let me know. I'll drop the link in there again. Mark P's out there saying, "How's my good buddy Bobby?" Yep, Denny Stone said, "I'm sure he's a little tired because by the time that they got done fishing yesterday, they were still fishing when the tournament ended, and then he had to clean that whole cooler full." Surely, I think they had to be close to. I know halfway through the show, they were already at like 30 something, almost 40 fish. So I think by the time they got done yesterday, they probably had 100 catfish. Michael Grumpy Vet says casting those 3-foot rods was a learning curve.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with when you put catfish tackle on it.
Yeah. 5 and 6 ounces of weight. Yeah.
We were running 2 ounces of weight dragging them. Yeah, you can wing those little things out there.
Oh yeah.
Parker V Parker Pursuit said that he is taking Parker Pursuits is taking applications for private security. He's having issues, needs some protection
I'm on it.
from short, angry blonde woman.
I'm on it.
No, that doesn't mean he wants to hire you. It means he needs someone to protect you.
Yeah. He's the one, he's worried about you.
Fox garden and hen house there.
Listen, it's only $20 for a box
I'm
of
still
dye.
here.
I think we worry about you a lot, Chris. You know, I need a weekly kind of check in. That's what STANday is good for. We know you're still okay.
Oh, I'm not good. Yeah. I was just hoping y'all didn't recognize it.
But I noticed the change now that V's been back out on the water. She seems much happier now. It's
There are a
amazing what
lot
that
less
did.
bodies around Marengo, but we're good.
Hey, take care, bud.
By the way, if anybody comes and talks to you guys, I was with you guys.
Hear me or not, but gotta go. Everybody be safe. Have fun.
I-
Catch fish. Ain't got
I-
nothing like it.
I hear you, John. Great to see you, my friend.
Guess I put 'em in.
Just dump them in that.
You don't want to put 'em in
Huh?
that. Except you left
You got John and Bobby and
I just dump them
Possum
in that
out
water
there.
to keep them cool.
Bunch of other
Or I'll
people
throw
with
'em in there.
Castaway Crew. They usually go Saturday afternoons and evenings. John, is it mostly on Possum's channel?
pretty
They trade back and forth. Usually, usually I should say, but John's been slacking here lately.
every other week.
It's usually every other week. It's a different channel.
Awesome. So look for Castaway Crew on Saturday nights.
So cool.
Sampy's out there. Sampy was saying hello, Ed
Hey.
Evans.
First, I thought it was the wind
No.
pulling it again, but it started bouncing.
Well, should have known. Should have known. Danny said.
Hey, Mike Stampede.
That's awesome, Bobby. I'm glad that you've got a good friend that close out there with you. That's awesome.
It's I just got to make sure he doesn't bring that sardine poison stuff that he ruined the lake with the last time.
Old Eagle sits
Hey,
in
hey, hey!
Oh,
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 John,
no.
Old Eagle sits in there.
John, I need new rods.
Tree.
Oh, is there another one on this side? I think there's one on both sides.
Might be in
Oh,
the
that's
field.
funny.
On the other side. But then there's buzzard going.
Should have known that Danny was definitely out there. Danny
No,
says, I ain't tired. I'll rest when I'm dead. I'm looking for a spot.
I didn't.
Oh, yeah, the carp, they run to snags and cover every time. Let's see. There's John Rivercat's tackle is out there. John put a nice flathead up on the screen yesterday.
Fish on.
Oh, go Ed. Heck yeah. Oh, it was great to see Shirley T out there. Love watching Shirley T and Gene and Jen when they get out there fishing.
Hey, John, I'm going to have to trade these rods in for new ones. Oil are done painted in.
Are you trying to say that John Oiler rubbed his juju all over it? Is that what you're trying to say?
Just ask Brokeback Bob. He'll tell you, John Oiler touches your stuff, instant backlash.
John Oiler said, "Have a good day, y'all. Catch on the next cast." There you go. JG Hill said, "Sorry, Bobby, your warranty is up."
Oh! Nope,
That's gonna be the
lifetime
next.
warranty.
That's going to be the next thing. People are going to be. Yeah, I'd like to talk to you about an extended warranty on your fishing poles.
I don't know if it covers
John Oiler
oiler
Juju.
defect.
In the net. Look at that.
In the net, brother.
Now, isn't that what we were just talking about, Ed? That is awesome.
You go, Ed.
Thank
Good
you.
job, Ed.
Thank
You
you.
just made it a fishing show.
Yes, we did. But I'm sure I'm going to be outfished.
All right.
Oh, I don't know.
You don't got to worry
VJ's
about
in the
Ohio
boat,
right now.
I'm up against Bobby, though.
Yeah, but Oiler done took away my advantage.
Beautiful fish. Oh my gosh.
I'll show it to you after I weigh it.
There you go.
Don't forget, you got to take off 1.52, right?
Got it. Yep, I got it written down.
Okay.
I was so confident you were catching fish today, Ed. I wrote it down.
That's a little guy.
A little guy.
Wait, it's on kilograms.
There we go. I
Yeah.
was like, little guy, that looks like definitely double digits to me. Oh, absolutely, JG. Come on. JG said, I may come up soon and hang out since Daryl is not around for attention.
There you go.
I don't know how to take that. He's trying to be like Daryl.
I don't know.
If so, JG, we need to talk.
There you go. 12.08.
12.08.
Good fish.
Nice.
Good fish.
Minus the 1.5. All right, so Ed Evans in the lead today with a 10.6-pound carp. Great job, Ed. That is, look at that beautiful fish. Seriously, if you haven't,
Good fish.
there's
There you go, guys.
that is beautiful, Ed.
Nice.
Let her go, let her grow.
Okay.
Seriously, if you haven't fished for carp out there, I suggest you give it a try. It's just, you know, of course you're gonna let the bigger ones like that go and stuff, but even for bait, like carp is one of the, you know, people eat carp. Even it's such a strong, it's got such a strong scent. It's got a lot of oil, a lot of blood. So there, you know, you get some of them 2-3 pound carp, and man, that is some great catfish bait.
But we're not allowed to use them in Pennsylvania.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pennsylvania was. I thought New York was strict with their fishing laws, and then you know we moved to Pennsylvania. Oh goodness gracious, that must have been that was in the '90s, early '90s. Sometime we lived in Pennsylvania for a little bit,
It is
and
coming down.
Pennsylvania game laws were even more strict than New York. That's right, JG.
That's where Ohio is nice because I can even use bass for bait, which is about all good. A bass is good for.
Wow.
Oh, sorry, small waters ain't in here, is he?
He was before. I'm not sure. We'll after saying something like that, we'll know if he is or not.
I gotta
Mark
get him
P.
riled up.
Mark P said I was being nice. Carp stink. Shirley T said, "Good job, Ed. That's a pretty fish. Absolutely."
Thank you.
Uh-oh. By the way, Bobby, John Euler said that he heard that when you made that comment a few minutes ago.
No, I
He's
didn't.
coming back
Did
to
I
get his
say
bait
anything?
back.
That's right. And JG Hill said, "Putting up with Daryl is a chore. Poor Woody, Woody especially." And then JG and I on Friday nights dealing with Daryl. That's woo.
Hey, what's
Well,
this?
Woody's a special soul. I
Oh,
mean,
absolutely,
he is on
absolutely.
he's on a different level than the rest of us, babysitting Daryl all the time.
There's our good friend. Oh, did you see what Bobby's doing? He's got the alcohol wipes out, cleaning all the John Euler juju off the rods.
Better use that on your bait too, Bobby.
Oh my goodness. Hey, there's Grandpa Pete, our good friend from up north. Ohio, we're saying Ohio, you got the winter coats and stuff on still, but there's Grandpa Pete from up north. He's saying, "Good morning, Stan, from snowy Quebec.
Oh,
Humbug, I
wow.
say."
Snowy. Woo.
Snowy.
Yeah, he's up there.
Oh, man.
I'll tell you what, Quebec is a beautiful area.
My grandparents are in northern Ontario there. It takes a special person to live in a place where you get that much snow. Holy cow.
Yeah, Northern Ontario. Ooh, that's got to be probably what, snow 6 months of the year, 7 months of the year, and
Probably 5, maybe 6 sometimes, yeah.
yeah, probably from October to at least April. Yeah, I remember where we lived in New York in the Catskill Mountains, and it was deer season was in the middle of November. I think it was used to be the second Saturday in November. I don't remember. It's been over a decade, but I just used to love that, man. That first snow in November, and I used to take deer season off excuse me, from work, and man, you get up in the mountains and you're up on the cliff and it's snowing and you're out. That is just man, can't describe that feeling.
Especially when all that snow's hanging on up in the trees, just everything just beautiful.
Oh, so beautiful, yeah. And it's just got such a like that's my one thing down here. Like in up in where we lived in New York, I could go 15 minutes down the road and be at thousands of acres of state land and get out there, and you don't hear a car, you don't hear you don't hear anything. It was just you and the mountain, and you were just there. And there's no place like that around here. Like there's always something. You always hear something.
My favorite place to go, Stan, is
Yeah.
the Upper Peninsula for the exact same reason.
Michigan.
Oh yeah,
Tennessee,
yeah.
Michigan. Yeah.
There are no power lines. You don't have internet. You are surrounded by forests. And most importantly, Lake Superior is there.
That's what, Michigan, right?
Yes, that is the
Yeah,
most
yeah.
stunning, breathtaking, just
Oh,
amazing, get right with God place ever.
oh, I'm with you. I'm with you. That would be just, man, I need about a week of that. I really do.
That's what he has taken me up there because that's my favorite place. He takes me to UP a week, my birthday week actually. But this year we're coming to the gathering instead of going to my favorite place on the planet.
Oh, when's your birthday?
May 21st.
May 21st. My daughter is the 16th.
Nice.
So there you go. That explains a lot.
Yeah, I fall on the border of Gemini and Taurus.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
I'm three personalities.
There you go. There you go. And I'm sure everybody knows out there that Chris said 10 personalities. But I'm sure everybody can tell by my personality and nickname the mayor and everything that I am a Libra. I'm on both sides of it. I gotta balance it out.
That's funny. I don't follow
JG
the astrologies, but I'm well aware.
JG Hill said, "So sick of millions of people everywhere." Absolutely.
Hey, I'm sitting right here.
Oh, sorry. Isn't it funny though? We talk about that, and what does everybody want to do? We just all want to hang out. You know what it is? We want to hang out with our like-minded people in places like that, where we don't got to deal with any outside crap.
Right.
Ed, I know you've done some of that kind of stuff. We were talking. For those that don't know, Ed came down here a couple years ago, a few years ago, when we were doing and man, how times changed. We couldn't find enough people to fish the James River in
Now
a
you're
tournament.
loaded with people on the James.
Now we're loaded with them. Now we're loaded with them on YouTube. But back then,
I
no,
guess,
Ed and Jeff came all the way down from Pennsylvania. And Ed, you made one of the biggest changes in our fishing career, our fishing YouTube, whatever, with the monster rod holders. And I can't thank you enough. That was just an amazing gesture on your part.
No problem, man. I like to help out when I can. If I'm not using something, I don't
Well,
pay. I don't charge people for it. You know what I mean?
no,
If
Ed,
I'm not
for those
using it, I give it away.
those don't know, all of our monster rod holders that we got on the boat, Ed had given them to us, and he said he was going to mail them when he got back. You understand that people make a kind gesture, and you were traveling and all that. I think I got it like 2 days. I think we got them like 2 days later.
Well, Stan, you'll find that out about me and Butterflies and Sunshine. Whenever we say we're doing something, we get it done because we don't want it sitting in the back
Absolutely.
burner. You know what I mean? This way here, it's done. It's out of the way. We ain't got to worry about it.
Absolutely. Well, it meant a lot, Ed. So thank you, my friend.
No problem. Anytime, buddy. Jeff, and I can't really speak for Jeff, but I know he had a blast. I had a blast. We had a good time when we came down.
Oh, absolutely. It was great watching y'all get used to this kind of, and it's so different fishing here and there, and
Yeah,
I
because you
know.
got a tidal river. We
Yes,
don't fish
exactly.
a tidal river.
And
Yep.
a lot of the places you fished, they're more shallow water, and it's just a whole different thing.
Right.
But y'all killed it when you were down here.
Yeah,
And then
we had a great time.
I know you went out with Goober Time with Dan. Still one of his.
And got a goober chip.
That's right.
I got a citation fish.
That's right.
Yeah,
Hey,
we'll
there's
be coming down again. We had a fun time.
Yeah, that's great. Well, we'll just do that. Bobby, just give me the hand signal. There's a lot of traffic. Whenever you want. I just had to mute you. You can unmute yourself when you need to. Boy, I can't see for nothing anymore. The VA around here is great. It's absolutely great. The only issue is things like with the eye clinic and things like that. It takes time. Once you get there, they're awesome. But yeah, that's an appointment I got coming up. I cannot see for nothing anymore.
Well, hopefully it's just a prescription change. You know what I mean? And nothing worse than
Well,
that.
I'm at that. You know how it goes. That I'm at that point where my eyes are like I can't see far away. But if I got my glasses on, I can't see close up to read. So I got to do the John Parker into the screen.
I'm in the same boat. I know exactly what you're talking about. You gotta love getting old. You know what I mean?
Oh, hey, there's backtrack hooligans out there. Great to see you again today. There's Mad County Fishing. What's up? Good to see you.
Yeah, just when we retire and getting ready to, enjoy our life, things start falling apart.
Oh, dude. There's Up in the Air Run Outdoors. What's up, Air Run? Oh, JG Hill said his wife's birthday is on the 30th of May. All right.
There you go.
Definitely explaining some things. Michael Grumpy Vet said, I need new glasses also. Yeah. Unfortunately, I tried to get the, what do they call that? Like the progressive lenses. And it, because of, they say when you're taller, like it's harder because you're looking down more. So you end up looking into the the close-up vision part of the glasses more, and it throws things off, and like it actually made me dizzy and nauseous.
Yeah, I can see that.
And they said that happens sometimes with
down there.
the taller you are. That happens more often. Smallwater Charter says, "Speak for yourself. He's in his prime still." I do believe that with him. For anybody that saw that video where he went running out there. Then he did the other one where he was doing the dance with the crane out in the front yard. Yeah, he can still move. He can still move. So God bless him.
Man, I thought it was gonna be on fire.
And if you haven't checked out Smallwater Charters, do yourself a favor. Awesome videos. He supports his local musicians around him, and just a lot of fun. I'm hoping I get down to Florida within the next year or so. Get down there and get to meet him and do a little fishing with him would be amazing. Grandpa Pete said, "I'm glad I had time to mow the golf greens this morning. Golfers have fun playing in the snow." We used to do golf on the lake on the ice. That's a lot of fun. I tell you what, you can crank a golf ball on an ice, and that sucker will go and go and go. You know what else we used to do it on the ice is we used to all right, gotcha, Danny. We used to launch rockets. We'd be in the middle of the lake, and that is the perfect place to do rockets because you don't got to worry about it going on somebody's house or trees or. So yeah, we always did rockets. We'd launch the the Estes rockets where you build them, and we had a lot of fun with that.
See, John Smallwater Charters he's a cat fisherman too. He just don't admit it. He catches more catfish trying to catch crappie than he does anything else.
Woo! I don't know if that's shot fired. I think it is.
Man down, man down.
Yeah.
I haven't got to pick on him in a while. So
That's right. I love watching him and his wife, Captain Lydia. They put on a great show.
Oh yeah, and great people too.
Oh, absolutely. They really
Wait a
should be
minute.
cat
I wasn't
fishermen,
supposed to
right?
say that.
Don't y'all think so? They should be cat fishermen. It's just hard to believe that they fish for bass because they're not the a-holes that most bass fishermen are. I'm just saying.
John says yes, and I don't admit.
Yeah. And boom, boom, bam, there he is. The Danny Stone Outdoors.
The one and only.
Hey, do you think it wasn't fun getting here? I found me a little patch, basically an island of rock here to stand on. But if you remember, I think it was the last time I was on STANday, and we had my truck parked there, and the water was coming up around it. Well, that's where the truck was parked. You can see my little muddy footprints getting in here. Looks like a turtle going across there. And the logs are piled up way up high. Well, that's where I had to park the truck because there's so much debris piled up, I can't even get down here. But we found us a little oasis in the mud right here, a little rocky shoreline. We'll get set up and get after it.
I'm muted. Big shout out to you, Danny. You and Ronnie put on a clinic yesterday.
Yeah, baby fish clinic.
But dude, to catch that many fish, that was crazy.
We got up to 60 before we stopped keeping them. We're like, okay, that'll do it.
Yeah. That was just you know what? I would just love doing that. I don't care what size they are. That is just a blast. And I know that you were happy with it because that's the size you were looking for to eat. So,
Man, when I'm eating catfish, those little small, that's right around a pound or just under, those are perfect for whole fryers. I mean, and they taste better than any catfish you'll get.
oh, absolutely.
All right, well, let me shut up and get some rods in the water. We'll see if we can't get something going.
All right, my friend. Oh,
Stan,
it's
did that
great.
get rid of the wind?
You're good to go. Yep.
Okay. All right. I can't find my little hair curler thing, but I got it down behind the windshield, so that should help.
It helps tremendously. That's right. You know what? Go to the Dollar Tree. Everybody out there, quick tip: you're going to do any lives, and you know most of us do the lives through our phones. And if you, I think it's a little different. Like if you got, I'm still learning to use my hearing aids with the microphone and that, so it makes a difference. But if you got just your phone, you put the little that little curler thing on. I saw that from Parker Pursuits from Jerry Parker. Yeah, that's definitely the spot where the water came up around Danny's truck. That's crazy. Hey, there's fun fishing adventures. Great to see you, my friend. Definitely appreciate the gift of the memberships yesterday. Good backtrack hooligan saying good luck, everyone. Not oh, black tape over the mic. It helps out a lot. Absolutely. Another great tip.
We got that rhythm. JG could use that. I know he could. He could mix that into some music there. Danny was making music with
Absolutely.
that hammer. I'm gonna start dancing.
I know it, dude. Smallwater Charter is saying, dang, hearing aids, Coke bottle glasses, you're worn out, Stan. Yeah, I burned up all of my extra lives early in life. We'll just put it that way. And ain't that the truth, man? Like you're younger and people are like, oh, that's gonna catch up with you later. No, yeah, all right, cool. Oh, that's gonna catch up with you. Yeah. I'm fine. I can handle it. Well, guess what? I'm older now, and it done caught up with me.
You hate to admit they were right, but they were right.
Absolutely. You can't believe it at all when you're younger. You're like, yeah, right. That's not going to catch up with me. Oh, awesome. Yak Shore Outdoors is out there. Let me drop the link.
Actually, remember we met them.
Come on. Damn River Boys out there. What's up? DRB. That's right, Chief. It's a military thing. Yeah, I burned up a few of my lives in the military, that's for sure. Exactly, Grumpy Vet. Exactly. Michael Grumpy Vet said, I've used my body so much it calls me an idiot now. Yeah, your body's like, yeah, you remember what you did to me 20 years ago? Take this. Yeah, damn River Boys, another one I had the pleasure of fishing with. Oh, the vet tournament on the James is in October this year. Well, that's perfect. My birthday is October 13th. So maybe I'll have to fish in that with Dam River Boys this year. We want a rematch. We had a fuel pump situation in his motor the last time he came down here. So I think we both want a rematch. We both want to do this again. Show them boys how to catch some fish. Smallwater Charter said, if I would have known I was going to live this long, I would have slowed down in the 80s. No, I wouldn't have. It was a great time, I hear. DRB said, yep, that pump's replaced now. It's funny that you came in today. There we are, the yaks. Boom, boom, bam. Welcome in, my friends. Hey, how you doing? Great to see you.
Good. Setting up best I can.
Oh, there she is. Hello. I love watching you guys out fishing.
We were blessed to get to meet them at CatCon this year.
Yes.
That daughter of theirs is a beautiful young lady.
Oh my
Thank
gosh, yes. Yeah, I think
Yeah, good talking about you, baby.
I think the first time I met y'all, she was just born.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah,
Too soon.
You had her. You brought her to CatCon, didn't you? As a
newborn, yeah.
Newborn, yeah.
She might have been a year at that point, actually, because we didn't get her home.
She was a year old, but she was very small.
Yeah, but she was very, very tiny yet. Bear with me on the phone thing.
No, take your time, my friend. We just out here having fun. That's all.
Well,
Michael Grumpy Vet said, John, yes, the 80s were a blast. Yes, they were.
Hang on, baby. Hang on.
That's when I was in the Air Force. I was in the Air Force during the 80s.
Cozy, can you calm down for a second, please? Cozy.
DRB says, I have your picture holding the fish on my boat on the James. Well, dude, you get down here when we do the Veterans Tournament this year. We're going to win this thing.
It's fine. It happens, unfortunately.
And just right there, for anybody that has never fished live before, it is funny how it goes from worrying about fishing to worry about, okay, I got to get this set up. I got to get the camera. I got to get the right. It's a total different fishing.
For sure.
You know what I worry about?
What's that?
Just the fishing. I do not mess with any of that other stuff.
That doesn't shock me, V. That does not surprise me at all.
Hey, Josie, can you sit right here for a minute?
Oh my gosh. Look at the beautiful blonde hair.
She's a mess, man. Jerry will need protection from her, too, apparently.
Oh, Michael Grumpy Vet was 84 to 86, McCord Air Force Base. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I was, let's see, in the 80s, Moody Air Force Base in Georgia. Oh, DRB says, well, that's just so everyone knows I have proof that Sam can catch one fish. There you go. Oh, that's too funny. Yeah, I've caught a fish or two in my lifetime. Of course, I've got proof. I've got proof that I can catch a fish too.
Don't
know
do
what
it,
that is?
Stan.
There it is. There's the sturgeon right there.
I knew it.
Oh, good Lord. Y'all, everybody better hope I never catch 100-pound catfish, because that thing would be every live. I'd be walking around with like a, I'd have V make a wooden pitcher thing of it, and I'd be walking around with that on a chain on my chest every day.
Get one of the trophy belts made.
That's it.
I'll
I'd
tell
have the
you what.
trophy belt. Oh, absolutely, dude. I'd wear that to Walmart. I'd wear it
Yeah, I
everywhere.
just need to hold Stan.
Yeah.
If you catch a 100-pound one, I will personally design and engrave your plaque and send you a
Aw.
keychain to boot.
Thank you, V. That's why I love you. That's why I love you. Oh man, I just love having a good time.
All right. Well, we are set up and we are fishing. We've got the closest rod to us there. We've got our 10-foot Ancient Mariner Challenger rod with, of course, the 6,000 albatross on it. And we've got V's favorite. We've got our twin sisters over there, the J&S Signature Series rods. We got 2 of those out. Again, with the 6,000 albatross. And I've had a lot of people asking me, when are you going to bring Black Betty back out? Well, the old girl's standing up right down there. Can you get her all in there, Stan, or I need to scoot back?
No, I think I got the tip right in there. There you go. Yeah, she's there. She
Okay.
deserves
Well,
full screen.
she's a big old girl, man.
Dude, Danny, I don't know if you heard earlier. I was saying the weirdest thing. Yesterday was a great day. A lot of fun. I think everybody enjoyed the tournament yesterday. But for me, the weirdest thing was seeing you, when I'm used to seeing you with Black Betty and the twin over here, seeing you using those 2-foot rods when I'm used to seeing you with 16-foot rods. That was the funniest thing to me.
That was, I tell you what, I'm not making excuses. I believe after fishing with these long rods for so long, I was probably the most handicapped person on panel.
Wait, just that day?
Yeah.
This is what happens when John Oyler touches your rod.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, look at that. Are you saying he's worse than John Parker? Are you saying the John Oyler juju is worse than the John Parker juju, Bobby? Is that what you're
Yes,
saying?
sir. Yes, sir. I hope he's
Wow.
listening.
May not want to cast them out yet. Get over
Good thing I've gotten good at it. Getting those out.
5 minutes. Oh, go for it.
I'll be right back.
Putting out a live golden shiner and see what happens.
The wind, you probably feel it down in there, do you? Something broke the fiberglass mast off top of the spool. Had to been hit pretty hard.
Okay, we got the yaks back. Ed, we got the black screen again.
Ed, just start singing Back in Black by AC/DC. You'll be fine.
Oh, he gone. Dan River Boy saying Stan better make plans to head north to the upper Chesapeake, June, July, or August. We'll have a 400 pounds cat day. Oh, I would not doubt that. Patrick Gray is out there. What's up, Patrick? Great to see you. Ed Jay is in. All right, Ed, we got your back.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
And let's see, we're waiting on the yaks to come back. Oh, there you go. There you go. Oh, and here comes the yaks back. We got your back.
The most ironic thing about this situation I'm in right now is the biggest rod I got out there, the 16-footer Black Betty, has a 5/0 hook with a worm ball on her. Everything else has got the A-Dot Crimson Red hooks on them.
You know what, Danny? If I could get night crawlers down here like I used to catch in New York, it would be nothing for us to go out and get 1,000 night crawlers in a night. If I could do that down here, I'd put a huge worm ball every time out there. I think that is probably the most underrated bait, even for big fish. If you get a big enough ball, night crawler ball on there, they just, even the big fish eat them every day.
I couldn't begin to count the number of 30-pound blue cats and flatheads that I've caught on a giant worm ball.
Yeah.
I mean, I've caught huge flatheads on a worm ball.
Dude, they use those for those huge Wells catfish over there.
As far as you go.
They'll use a ball of night crawlers, ball of worms, and that's what they catch the big Wells catfish on over there even. So, hey, there's Mike Chavez out there. That's right, Nightbot. Do not watch a Fish and Cooking with Mike Chavez video while you're hungry. You will try to eat through your phone case. Absolutely.
Well, I think I've came up with probably the best game plan that I could possibly have today. Being that all my bank spots are flooded out, I've usually fished way around on the other side of the river, way down there around that bend, but that trees are all underwater and stuff. But we have a 100% chance of rain coming here in a little while.
Oh my
It's supposed to end about 2 o'clock. But we are set up right by this observation deck right here. See that?
Ah, look at there, Danny.
If it starts raining, I just run underneath there. I'm covered, buddy.
There you go. I do that here with the 95 bridge. I get underneath the bridge or by the bridge, and absolutely great planning.
When I saw the water had receded off of this parking lot and left all this gumbo mud for me to stomp through, I thought, well, you know what? We can fish right there, and if it starts raining, we'll get underneath the observation deck.
That is a great idea. That's perfect.
Yeah. The only problem is already fish right in here. I don't know.
Goodness gracious. Dan Riverboy said he just picked up 2 16-foot jigging rods.
Nice. I've been talking to Spiron and working on a deal where I'm wanting him to develop a 10-foot skipjack rod, but I want that thing to be so light that if I don't hang on to it, it'll float away.
Dude, that is a great idea.
Because
I did that. I made a 7-foot. I found a blank and everything. This is years ago. but I made a 7 foot or 7.5 foot ultra light,
For,
just so it could cast. With that extra length, you could cast those, little 1/64th and the smaller baits and things like that.
Well,
But yeah,
the main reason I want the longer length in the rod is because a lot of times we want those sabiki rigs or homemade
yeah,
rigs made up that'll have anywhere from 5 to 6 drops on them, and that's a
there you
lot of
go.
weight
Absolutely.
you can throw. So you need that longer rod because a 7'6" rod, a lot of the times your bottom drop is touching the ground when you go to throw it out there.
Yeah. That's a great point.
Yep. So a 10-foot rod, you can throw those longer rigs with more drops on them, and get the length you need of the rod to keep it up off the ground when you're casting.
Absolutely. That's a great point, Danny.
But we're actually
And,
fishing almost straight down in the water here because you guys have seen this spot before when it was when we were in drought stage. But if you
Yeah.
take 3 steps in that water right there, 3 steps out, it's a 12-foot drop off straight down. So what we're doing is we're throwing these lines out there and letting them like come back and float right up against that drop off, right at the base of it.
Oh, great idea.
Now, getting a huge fish over that ledge, no, that could be interesting. But that's where that long rod comes into play again, because you can hold it up higher and lift that fish up over that ledge versus a 7'6" where you're pulling directly toward the drop off.
That's true. I never even thought about that. That's a great point.
Oh, I think about it all the time every time I lose a big fish because I didn't know any better. It's all from learning the hard way, buddy.
Amen, brother. Amen. Uncle Jeep said, I bet Danny also asked for a pony, a vacation home in Hawaii, $50 million, and the personal phone number for Santa Claus. What? No, that's the cool thing about Spyron is he'll talk with you. That's
He absolutely will. Man, I have called him up at later in the night where I was like, I'm gonna give Spyron a call real quick 15, 20-minute call, tell him kind of what I got on my mind. And 2.5 hours later, I'm like, man, I should have been in bed an hour ago.
yeah.
Kind of like talking.
He'll stay up all night and talk to you if you're willing. I mean, he don't care.
Yep.
And his topics of conversations will go one direction.
I will get you a new one.
Well, John Cyclone's pretty much the same way. If you call him, he has no problem staying on the phone for hours, but you have no idea where the conversations go. It's like a winding road, go up the side of a mountain. It's going to turn so many times you just don't know what to do.
You know what? Is Spyron's conversations really that hard to predict?
No.
No, they are not.
now, John's funny. If John calls you in the middle of the day, you say, hey, what are you doing? He's like, I'm at work, but I ain't working.
Come on in whenever you're ready.
John's awesome to talk to. Spyron.
Oh,
You better not be easily offended.
One of the best parts of that. One of the best parts of that is Miss Stephanie in the background.
Absolutely.
Oh Lord, I get in trouble though because that's when my wife starts hearing her, and then she starts chiming in. Next thing I know, I've got the both of them mad at me about some stupid thing.
I love my Stephanie.
Oh, isn't she the best? Just such
She's
a
amazing.
sweetheart. Just such a sweetheart, such a nice person.
They're great people.
Like we were just talking about a shirt, and my wife's been trying to do that stuff, and we still got some to get out, and we've had some issues where it wasn't. We wanted, if we send it out, we want it to be good and everything. But anyways, next thing I know, we were talking about I couldn't find a 6X shirt. Yes, I'm a 6X. And next thing I know, a week later, here's a shirt in the mail from them.
Oh,
Yeah, she's just awesome.
They're good people.
What's up,
Wait a minute.
Lisa?
What's up, Stan?
Hi, Lisa.
See there, I was on time today.
Where's the better Swain at? Where's he at?
Oh,
He's actually out fishing. He was going to come on panel, but it's too windy and there's too many people where he's at.
where he's at. Hey,
Yeah.
is that my wait? I just saw somebody say, "Hey, Brian B." I gotta
Yep.
get this. I gotta get this figured out.
Brian
There he is.
Beasley.
What's up, bro? Brian B. Catfishing. Feel free to pop in whenever you want, my friend. Boom, boom, bam. The gang's
So
all
Stan,
here.
Stan, what you're saying is a 3X is just as hard to find as a large.
Yeah, exactly.
Why is it when you go to the Wally World, you know, you can't find big clothes?
You can't.
What's up with
Hi,
that?
JG.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Oh, there's our good friend Jose out in chat. Jose was he was fishing yesterday, but then had some really bad service issues and stuff. Uh-oh. Weekend Angler must be out there. There he is. I got a 65284. I got to remember that one. The weather for sturgeon. Did somebody say sturgeon? Where did I just had it
No.
before?
Oh, who did it?
There it is. For sturgeon, the weather for sturgeon is
Can't hear you, Stan. Sorry, can't hear you.
conditions are rain with a temperature of 53 degrees. Woo!
Lord have
53
mercy. Where did
degrees.
Josh come up with that?
Wind is blowing from the southeast at 10 miles per hour. It was great seeing the Weekend Angler out there doing the tournament with us yesterday. I hope you had a good time. If you haven't checked out the Weekend Angler yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. Awesome channel. Awesome dude. He's one of the people I would definitely love to go fishing with. I could talk to him all day, I bet you. That shocks you, doesn't it, JG?
Yeah.
I mean, we've only talked for hours at a time before.
Just a couple.
Let's see. 922 9 Bobby puts the weather in for 9221L. They should make a TV show out of that. I'm just saying. The weather for St. Cloud. Oh my gosh, it's sunny, temperature of 70, wind is blowing. All right. I got that. Weekend Angler said, I had a blast yesterday. I've really missed bragging rights tourneys. Absolutely, dude. And yeah, that's exactly what the way out there tournament series is about, just having fun. And that's some of the other things we're going to be doing. One of the next ones is from River Cats Tackle. On May 10th, we've got the Wally World Whiplash. You got to use the $10 rod. The Wayfarer, right? I got it right this time.
Yes.
Ozark Wayfarer.
Ozark Trail Wayfarer. There you go. But
And
I
that
love
one
that.
you cannot change the line on it. You have to use what comes on it.
I think
And
it comes
that
with
kind of
6-pound test line.
entails like one of Danny's favorite, the finesse tournament where you're using lighter line, and it's going to be fun. It's just going to be fun.
It's 8
I'm
pounds.
looking forward to the Wally World Whiplash. We have a ringer. We'll have a ringer on the boat for that one.
Uh-oh.
I'm excited about it.
Lisa said it comes with 8-pound test line.
That's right. Oh, yes. Go ahead, Lisa. You were going to say that if you want to add more line, you need to use.
You have to use the 8-pound Omniflex monofilament.
And if you don't, John Parker will find out.
That's right.
Well, actually, That's not part of the Wally World. That's not part of the Woats. That is separate.
Yes,
So that
but
is,
John is
if
just
they
such.
want John Parker, they can have
John
fun.
is the professional catfish angler. Not only is that, he is the professional catfish tournament referee. So it doesn't even matter if he's part of this. He'll just come in and start refereeing your tournament.
That's
Uh,
right.
that's right. That's just John. That's just how John is.
Yeah, but I noticed he can't do two things at one time.
Oh,
He could ref a good game, but he can't fish worth a lick.
That's right. That's right. So JG, what's up?
Hey man, just hanging out on Sunday morning. Get a few things done, have some breakfast, brush your hair, comb your teeth, all that stuff.
Yep, yep, yep. Well,
And
I didn't comb my hair, but
yeah, it looks good, Stan. I mean, you could start a new trend with that.
I'm planning on it. I've
Yeah,
got something in the works. That's why
I think
I'm not going to say anything yet, but
maybe
yes, yes.
you could start a new community called Wild Hair Boys. It's gonna be all right.
That's right. That's
I'm
right.
representing Stan today. I've got me some frozen Mountain Dew.
There you
Ooh,
go.
that is so good. Oh gosh. Oh man.
I
What's
can't
Yeah.
have it all the time, but I took a
what's
chance to.
what's Bobby doing out there? Looks like he was throwing his chair around.
Yeah, well, he had John Euler come and visit him, and John,
Oh Lord,
rubbed the juju on there. It must be something with the name John. I don't know.
did John Oler touch his rod?
Oh, he rubbed them, stroked. I don't know
Oh
what
yeah,
he was on there for a couple minutes.
I'm sure Bobby just really loved that.
Well, you know what he did, JG? I don't know if you saw it or not. John 922 pulled out the alcohol wipes.
Did he?
He
it didn't work.
sanitized his rods.
Hey,
It
did
didn't
you
work.
know that fish sizzle guy's in the house, Stan? Oh Lord,
Oh my goodness. That shizzle guy.
fish
What a
sizzle
clinic
guy.
he put on catching that huge fish yesterday on the small rod. You know,
Yeah,
I can't say enough good things. I really like Shizzle out there. Can't say enough good things about him.
yeah. Brandon's awesome.
Absolutely.
Him and
Well,
Let's
Bobcat,
go, Brandon.
team my bad dude.
That's right.
I
That's
tell you
right.
what,
They've been killing it.
they've got a good thing going down there behind the dam. With that bumping thing, it's gonna,
Absolutely,
you
dude.
know, uh, somebody's gonna have to step up and figure out how to beat them boys because they
Well,
down there doing it. They're gonna do it every time until somebody beats them.
gee, I'm not hosting now. Maybe I can go fish. Maybe I'll be the first mate on somebody's boat out there in the live fishing tournament league. Who knows? Stranger things have happened.
You never know.
You never know. You may see me fish in a live fishing tournament league tournament. You never know. You never know.
hey, Scotty. Speaking of that shizzle guy, that Daryl guy came in to
Let's see.
chat
Hold on.
yesterday
No, go ahead, Lisa. I'm sorry.
and said asked me how many fish I caught, and I said the same as you because you're not catching them. Said it's all Brandon and Woody. You're not catching the fish, so you're at 0 with me.
Woo! Wow!
Shots fired.
I did.
Absolutely.
I
And
got Bill.
there's another good friend, Off the Hook Outdoors. You want to check out another great outdoor
Okay.
channel. Does stuff with his kids, all that kind of family. The only bad thing about him is he primarily fishes for bass, but we'll let that go. He's a great person. Check out Off the Hook Outdoors.
Nothing wrong with that. They're good bait.
I see my girl, Josie.
Oh my goodness.
Josie.
Look at there. Well, all right. The Yaks have .22 already for the cuteness award.
Yeah, that's right.
There she is. Look at that. That is awesome.
You should hear her holler for Randy. It's so cute.
There is nothing better than seeing families out there fishing together. Period.
She calls him Randy.
It's Christmas.
You're on a Christmas, you know?
Ooh, Jose is talking about biscuits from Bojangles. Oh, they make some pretty good biscuits.
They
Not that I'm a
do.
biscuit connoisseur or anything. I'm just saying.
I wish I could eat their food.
River Cat Tackle mentioned something in here about who's going to win the rod.
I'm sorry, what's that, JG?
River Cat Tackle was in here. He said something about who's going to win the rod. I don't
That's
know
right.
who
Yes.
said it.
So the tournament.
Me?
V's already
Hello?
I heard there's a couple people claiming it. I heard V claimed it first, and then Danny Smith, Smoky Mountain
Danny
Cat.
Smith is going to end up on a milk carton. He needs to hush.
Ooh, I tell you what. Now that's Bobby and V. That's already scared me today. I don't want to get either one of them upset with me.
Gotta leave. You know, I'll let you take up for Bobby, but I gotta say, you gotta leave my Danny alone.
There you go.
Danny's my buddy.
Oh, that's right. They're their PB buddies.
No, Danny Stone is my PB buddy.
That's
Danny
what I
Smith
said.
is just a neighbor down the road.
Oh, there you go.
You know, he's one direction and the yaks are the other direction. So
Yeah, there was a lot. It's funny how like
so is Sampy. Sampy's the other
have you
way.
noticed that, JG, Lisa? Have you noticed that where it's like you got the Ohio and there's a whole group of people from the OH.
Yeah.
IO, there you go. And then you got, the Tennessee, you got now on the James River. Like it's funny how you got all these groups and they just keep getting a little bigger and a little bigger.
Yeah. It's like we lost Bobby.
Oh, dude, Buck Williams, that would be fun too. Could you see a 9-foot noodle rod tourney? It would be a hoot. The
Well,
noodle
Buck,
rods are the ones that's super soft. Use them for like salmon and stuff like that. Like that would be hilarious. That would be a great tournament. Absolutely.
I'll tell you, with our jug tournament, Wannabe Outdoors has already made a jug that he has to lean sideways in his garage because it will not stand up.
Wow. So Matt's getting in it, huh?
Yep.
How many people do we have in
go big or go home?
That's right. Go big, go home. Exactly.
How many people do I have in it?
So far, how many people do we have in the jug tournament?
Nobody's confirmed it.
What?
But I haven't heard a date yet.
August 23rd.
Oh, there you go. When is it? I'm sorry, Lisa. Go ahead. When is the date?
August 23rd.
I'll get back with you.
Absolutely. It's going to be a blast. Just go over some of the things. There's not a lot of rules for the jug tournament. We want to show that you can go out there jugging and have fun. And it's not necessarily killing fish. It's
Oh, the big one to that is your state has to allow it, first of all.
Yes, your state has to allow it, and all your
Pennsylvania,
jugs.
you're not allowed to use jugs at all.
At all. Well, I told you, Pennsylvania.
No limb lines, no trot lines, no jugs.
Wow.
Rod and reel.
Even in New York, Ed, you could do 2 trot lines. I mean, what would be considered what New York considers a trot line is 15 hooks, and you have to be manning them, which means you have to be actively there next to them and everything. But New York is 2 trot lines at 50. I'm telling you what, excuse me, they've got some rules. I tell you what.
Yes, they do.
And that brings up a great point, though, Ed. Check. Just because you hear something on YouTube or somebody did something here or there, and we were talking about this yesterday, JG and Lisa, always check with your state what the rules are in that body of water that you're fishing, because there could be separate rules for that one body. And, you see everybody being able to, I know there's a bunch of states where you can't use any cut bait. Like, they don't even let you use, like, cut bluegill.
I think I made a comment that said, be in the know.
They were pretty much allowed to use anything that swims.
The only thing that we have to do in Tennessee, if it's a sport fish that we're using for bait, it has to have, I'm sorry, not sport fish. If it has any kind of thing with a size limit or a restriction on how it's caught, as long as we follow that, it's fine. The only stickler is if the officer stops you and asks you what bait you're using, and you can't prove what species it was and how big it was, so they can verify that it was legal.
Right.
That's when you get in trouble.
Yep.
That's the same here in Virginia too. Pretty much, like, but you're not supposed. You can use game fish for bait,
Going that way.
but you're not supposed to do anything. You can't use them for cut bait because you've got to prove. You've got to leave them so they can check the size limit and etc.
Yep. It's exactly the same as Tennessee then.
Yep.
But do y'all want to hear something interesting and
Sure.
oddball? So I am no longer allowed to eat beef, pork, lamb, bison, venison, or anything with 4 legs. That's a mammal.
What?
I got bit by a Lone Star tick. So I have a syndrome now called alpha gal. It makes me hyper allergic to red meat.
Wow.
So I'm only allowed to eat birds and fish.
Holy
It's awful.
smokes, dude.
What did you get bit by?
A Lone Star tick.
Oh yeah, I heard. My wife and I were talking about those ticks the other day, and
I had one on me about a month and a half ago. And then, I didn't think anything about it. I had some smoked sausage and potatoes one day, broke out a little bit, but I had a mixed berry yogurt thing my daughter had because she was feeding me too. And then the following weekend, went to my mom and dad's house, had brats for lunch, had blackberry cobbler. Well, about 30 minutes after the blackberry cobbler, I swelled up like a balloon. Had to go to the hospital.
Oh my gosh.
But apparently with the alpha gal, because it's not just a straight up allergy, it's a reaction to the protein they put in your body versus the proteins in the meat. That's why it took several hours for it to show up.
But the more you're exposed to it, the worse the reaction gets. So you can't have it at all. You have to have it in his mouth.
Yeah, it's awful.
Wow.
Well, if I ever get bit by one of them ticks, you know how I'm gonna die.
It was funny though, because when I went to the hospital, they're like, "Oh, hey, avoid all this stuff for a week." Okay, good. So for a whole week, I'm like, I'm hitting a burger joint as soon as we get out of there because it's right next to the doctor's office.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
And then I get there, like, you can't have it. It's like, I was like right about here, and then all of a sudden,
Wow, dude. So other than that, are you doing okay?
yeah, I mean,
As long as you
no
avoid
fears,
the red meat, you're good.
nothing else is weird. I got to get tested once a year. They test that protein level and see if it goes down. You can age out of it. Like after so long, that protein goes away.
I hear you.
Hey,
Ticks.
man, here's what one of them looked like.
Oh my goodness, look at that.
It's got
Ticks are some
got a
scary
spot
stuff,
on it.
dude. Lyme disease, and they're bad stuff. Man.
The conversation my wife and I were having was somebody that was one of her customers went somewhere and ate some collard greens that was based in some kind of meat sauce.
Uh-huh.
And he couldn't have any meat either because he had gotten bitten by one of these things. And whatever that meat sauce was that was on those collard greens that put him in the hospital almost killed him.
Oh my Lord. Oh, good Lord. I hope I never get bit by one of those. I don't know if I could make it without my red meat.
It's definitely different.
The thing is, it's not a guarantee it's going to happen either. So it's like a roulette thing.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
The doctor did say, so the test they do to measure that protein only measures up to 100 milligrams per so many liters of blood or whatever.
Yeah.
I read higher than their test could read.
You need help?
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm glad you're doing okay.
Yeah, let's get out of this real quick. Yep.
All right.
You want to take some pictures?
Hey, Stan.
We're gonna hop out real quick.
He's not doing okay.
Fella next to us just landed a big old fish here. We're gonna take some pictures for him. He's in a kayak, so we're gonna go take some pictures for him.
Awesome, dude. Awesome.
All right, Chris.
All right, we'll see you in a minute. That's great, dude. There you go. We talk about being fishing ambassadors. What better way to do it than that? Like, great job to them.
Very good.
Oh,
wow. Uh-oh.
Yeah, don't say them, Rob. There ain't nothing happening there.
Jose said that that's awful. His friend has that also. Man, that's scary. That's scary stuff, how sick ticks can make you. Like, it's just crazy.
Lyme disease is just as bad.
The Lyme disease is not a joke either, but that one's permanent from my understanding if you get it.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew a couple of my father's friends back in New York that ended up with Lyme disease. But
at least they should be able to eat steak.
Yeah, at least they can eat
Yeah.
steak. There you go. Oh my gosh, dude. Wow. I can't even imagine that. Oof. Well, I'm glad that you're at least okay. Other than not being able to eat red meat, we're glad that you're okay. That's horrible, dude. Horrible.
That's not okay.
No, exactly.
No, it's
Yeah,
not
exactly,
okay.
Danny. You're
Not
right.
okay.
What else do you say though? You're trying to be like it's like wow. I've never heard of that, and that's crazy.
I couldn't go and not eat steak. That's just.
The first I heard
Oh,
about it was like 5 or 6 years ago. Because I saw a tick. It landed on me. It didn't bite me yet, and it had a white dot on it. I'm like, what is that? So I
oh
googled
my.
it. Yeah, apparently they started in Texas.
Yeah, yeah.
There are more cases in Kentucky than anywhere else in the country. It's also in the top 10 food allergies nowadays.
It's actually very common,
Wow,
apparently.
that is crazy. Well, thank you for pointing that out. I know you're going through some horrible stuff, so be careful. No, just another reason to be careful when you go outdoors.
Exactly. Make sure you're doing tick checks.
Absolutely, that's crazy.
Roger, Ed got one.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. The score. Oh, Muskrat's talking about Cracker Barrel. Awesome. But Ed got a 10.6 pound carp, and he is currently in the lead. Other than that, we've been just
And
having a great conversation.
we have the Yaks with .22.
That's right. That's right. He's got the .22 for the cuteness award for Josie.
Yak, that's not you.
I know.
Okay, Bobby's gonna tie it there. Bobby had to pop up the 2 stand swag and tie it.
Why don't you go Photoshop a fish or something?
You know darn well I did not Photoshop that, so you just hush.
That is so funny. Everybody gets on Bobby about the fish. That is hilarious.
Yeah, but they don't have a hat like this. So.
Well, that's true. That's
Oh,
true.
bag? Don't put it back in the bag.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you see the gummy. I messed up.
So JG, I know you were out there watching some of the tournament yesterday. What'd you think? I thought that was really, my
I'll tell you
opinion.
what, Sam, and I'm going to get Danny's Stone's opinion on this as well. Is what I really really enjoyed about the tournament so much was it simplified every aspect of fishing. It's like nobody had an advantage of any kind. You had to use the same rod or a combo, less than 4 foot, and everybody was using those style rods. And you were just counting fish. It didn't have anything to do with weight of fish, or you had to catch catfish or a carp, of course. But yeah, I just thought it was a tournament to
Fish on.
really think about how
I
well that was
might
done.
have said it too fast. Hold on. I got excited.
you
Lisa
and
knows
me
how
both.
excited I get with fishing.
That's
I
why we
jumped the
like
gun.
you so much. That's why we
All
like you
time.
so much. All right, JG, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's fine. I mean, it was a level playing field, and it was not a runaway by anyone. I mean, I know they got back, but it's But Danny, Danny, are you in there somewhere?
Oh yeah.
What was your thought on that? I mean, you caught what? How many little less than 1 pound fish yesterday?
We caught 60 fish, and the closest one to a pound was 0.90.
Unreal.
Well, our game plan kind of fell through it because the last time I was up there, I caught 48 fish, and they were between 1.5 pounds and 2 pounds. So, of course, in our mind, we thought we were going to run away with this. I mean, this is going to be an absolute massacre. And we could not find a 1 pound fish to save our life.
Well, I tell you what, that had to have been a blast, even catching those fish on those little rods yesterday. I bet that was an absolute ball.
Yeah, because on those tiny rods, every time you reel one in, you go, this one might be 1 pound. Because the rod's bent over double. You think, yeah, it's got a little something on it. You pick it up, and they're like, nah, another 1/2 pounder.
Yeah.
Hey, stay fish on.
We actually
Gotcha,
did
my
this
friend.
time,
They ain't very big.
but it's still a fish.
Yeah,
It's a fish. All fish matter.
Really big
Hashtag
cat. It
all
might be a
fish
catfish.
spots matter.
It's a catfish. Catfish.
All
Woohoo!
it's
right,
a
Josie
catfish.
will be happy.
That looks like a FOA rod.
Santa cat.
Woo! Oh, nice.
That's right,
Look
baby.
at that. Oh, that's at least 2.5 pounds.
That's got to be at least 2.2 to 2.22 to
That's 2.2 pound
3.23.
fish all day. Get it,
Nice job, guys.
get it, yeah, get it, yeah.
Look at there. Yak comes in and in less than 2.22 minutes, he gets the cowbell for the fish. That's right. Roger's going to come. I keep forgetting about that, JG. I keep forgetting about that on stand day. I got to do the cowbell so Roger knows when to come to the
Yeah,
screen.
Roger's cleaned the house. He can come in there and see what the fish is
That's
on.
right. That's right. I keep forgetting. I got to do that from now on. Michael Grumpy Vet said, Bobby, that hat ain't going to help you catch fish. Wow.
I
Hey
didn't see
now,
that.
hey now. B, get him.
Hey, just know that didn't come
5.6.
from me.
What? That sling?
No, that's the fish.
Was that
5.6.
was that how much
I,
does the sling weigh?
How
I,
is it sling?
Hang on a second.
Hold on
I
one second.
think the,
We'll let the sling real quick.
the
I got to
sling is
reweigh it.
like
You dropped a stick.
1.2, I believe. And you know what I learned yesterday watching Danny and Ronnie? Number one, they had a blast. Ronnie was smiling every time he came over with those fish. It didn't matter that they were like point 0.4, 0.5. But what I did learn is that if you're going to weigh fish, make sure you leave the bait in its mouth before you weigh
Oh
it.
yeah.
I'm just saying.
Oh,
Gotta have a big old sinker in there still too, right? One more look at it, quick, and let it go, and then I'll check the sling.
That's a beautiful fish. Beautiful
Oh
channel
yeah.
cat right there.
I don't weigh a whole lot.
Yeah, I
Did you
think it's
let Josie pet that
1.2.
fish?
Yes, we did.
Okay, I was going to fuss if you didn't.
Minus
Well,
1.5.
1.5. All right.
That's 4.1. Hey, Josie, sit down, baby. Thanks, baby. I'll give you more. I don't know if you guys are on that.
So that makes it 3.7.
Did you want to stay for I got a picture.
Yak is on the board.
Fine.
Way to go, Yaks.
Thank you.
Hey Danny, I was watching your friend Ronnie yesterday, and I said Danny Stone's out there fishing with Ted Nugent.
Oh.
Hold on, sit back down. I sit down.
Y'all know the.
Mama, let you sit on the boat.
I've known Ronnie since kindergarten. We grew up
Oh
together.
yeah.
Thanks, fish fine.
Yeah, it was great seeing you out there fishing with him. Like I just like you could
Hands
see the
up.
excitement. He was so happy just being out there catching fish is what it seemed like to me.
Well, Ronnie definitely had it figured out. I mean, as far as catching fish goes, he was just running a simple little clip-on float. He had
Okay.
drop down 3 feet, the 3 foot drop from the float with a split shot sinker on there and a pinch of shrimp. And he was throwing that out there, and that little bobber would bounce around out there, and boom, it'd go straight down, and you just set the hook on him.
Yeah, that's what was he using, like an Aberdeen hook, or was he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think he had a eagle claw, just like a one-aught eagle claw hook bait holder.
Yep.
And had it down 3 feet below the bobber with one little split shot sinker on there. That's all he was using. Piece of shrimp, throw it out, and man, they were just wearing it out.
That's just old school fishing right there.
Yep.
He
And
wasn't
that,
quite
and
1
that's the
pound
whole
dusting.
idea. Fishing.
He wasn't quite 1 pound dusting yesterday, but he was definitely below.
Hold on, baby. Daddy. That's it. I
Dan, Danny, you going live today?
Yes, I am.
What time is that?
We're going to be going 30 minutes right after STANday, our regular scheduled time.
Going to be awesome. You got any guests coming up?
I have no idea, but I would not be surprised. I'm sure we'll see Mr. Zepko on there. He called me this morning and he said are you going live? And yeah, he said, all right, I'm going to get my crap ready. I'm packing it up. I said, well, get ready. And so, yep, he's going to probably be up there where Jerry Parker's been catching those 50 and 60 pounders. I'm sure he's probably going to hit that spot.
Nice. I sent Parker a text yesterday and told him, I said, and Danny said you suck. He sent me a laughy face back.
That ain't the first time he's heard me say that.
Well, I was talking about him winning that tournament yesterday.
Oh, no, I send him that message every morning as soon as I get out of bed.
You suck.
I send him a text every morning. We all do. Say, good morning, you suck.
Hey, what are friends for?
Yep, every morning without fail.
Don't you be thinking you're gonna get the big head.
And, Chris and B, can you hear me?
They were taking pictures of a kayaker's fish. They haven't come back.
Okay, when they come back, let me know.
All right.
Okay, yes,
Oh, Warren Farley said that John Parker wrote another song.
Fish on.
All right, cool. Let's go, Ed. Look there.
Man, that is a pile of lumber.
Oh, that's that. There you go. That's the Northeast right there. There's not a river that doesn't have that. Warren Farley said John Parker wrote Jerry another song yesterday after the tournament.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Yes. All right, where is that coming from? All right, I think that was Bobby. Fish On is the name of it.
We got 51 awesome people in here.
Oh, that's cool. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you being such a big part of STANday. Thank you.
Yeah, I messaged Parker yesterday and I said, doggone it, I guess I gotta have your address. Dang it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I gotta polish up that trophy.
Like
Internet.
Evan's got it in the net.
Good job, Ed. This is awesome. Look at that.
At least he kept his pants on.
And for those that don't know what that joke is, it was a little colder out than it is right now, and Ed he had a similar outfit on to what he has right now.
Well, yeah, I have to have these on to get across the river here.
Oh, absolutely. I get it. I used to fish up there. I know how that works. And let's just say nature called, and of course his rod went down. As his pants went down, his rod went down, and that was such a fun day.
I ain't gonna let him live it down either.
No, I would be surprised if you did let him live it down. That's right. Nope. JG is calling Roger in. Cowbell, fish is caught.
Never. Ed will never live that down.
And the funny thing about it, it's only the women that give me a hard time about it.
Well, you know why that is, Ed. I think they give you a hard time about it because they're like, see, now you know what we go through.
Hey, this is a little smaller.
9.62.
Yep.
Minus the 1.52. That's a 8.1. Awesome.
I heard a bell.
That is putting you up. You were up to 18.
That's right, Roger. I rang the bell for you, brother.
2 carp, and that is up to 18.7. That is awesome. The yaks are at 3.7 with that beautiful channel cat that they caught. Oh, they're actually at 3.92 because they got the 0.22 for the
Here you
cuteness
go.
award. There you go. That's beautiful, Ed.
All right, we're gonna let her go. Let her grow.
They are such healthy looking fish.
Yes, they are. All right.
Did you see that? Stan Roger came here and said, "I heard a bell."
Yeah. There you go, JG. Yeah, I gotta remember that. I gotta remember that for Roger, the cowbell. That way he comes to see the fish. I promise, Roger, I'll keep doing that now every stand day, whether JG is here or not. Michael Grumpy Vet says all guys have been there at some point. Yeah. The worst is when you're deer hunting and that happens. And your gun is like over there. Well, your your rifle's over there. You know, you've got never mind. I'll let that go. It's just a family friendly show. But anyways, yeah, that happens with deer hunting all the time. I was bow hunting one time, and you know, bow hunting. You know, you got the arrow in the bow. You know, compound bow, and you're sitting there and you're ready. You got it set up. Well, I don't know. I was fixing to I was gonna leave, so I started doing. So, anyways, the arrow came off of the arrow rest and stuff, and of course, at that exact point, there's a 12-pointer, just a huge buck, right exactly where he should have been, where I wanted him. And I go to do the thing, and the arrow's off, and I'm like, the arrow's falling. I'm like, oh, no, you're trying to get it caught back up. No, never got him. I did get to see him, though. I did get to see him. Benoit fishing out there saying nice carp. Shirley saying nice fish, Ed.
Thank you.
Absolutely. That's right, Nightbot. 9 months, 26 days, 21 hours, 39 minutes, and 34 seconds until CatCon 2026 starts. Nightbot may know something I don't. I don't think they've even set the actual date yet, but Nightbot seems to think they have.
They've not said it yet.
It is usually the third
weekend of February.
Yep. Almost always, but we'll see.
They've just not posted it yet.
However, there's already been a bunch of people that have a bunch of vendors that have signed up for next CatCon already. Oh, I need to get another mountain. Let's see. Yep, I have my big screen here. This dang mouse, it wasn't the battery. It's a digital mouse, so it's usually got the red beam coming from there.
Yeah. Does that help when you bang on it?
Nope.
No.
It helped yesterday, dang it.
Oh, it did. Hey, maybe you ought to just take the screws out of it.
Well, I tried that with my head, and that didn't work very good, so I'm afraid to do it to the mouse. No, I just need to get on Amazon and order a new one. So I'm stuck to reading like half at a time.
Hey, y'all want to see Stan's toy that I haven't mailed out yet? All
right, Lisa, hush.
Hey, Lisa, the mail doesn't work too good in Shelby either.
I must be a man thing. I think it's a man thing.
Mm-hmm. We got all kind of buttons on this thing. This car
check out the shirt, JG. I just saw the shirt. Hog leg cat. Awesome, dude.
Check it out.
That is an awesome shirt.
The boar's nest.
I believe they're Tuesday nights at 9 o'clock
Yep.
ish.
Ham and Troy.
Oh, Troy. I love Hogleg, love Troy, great people.
Yeah, they sent me a shirt.
I was up on Troy's panel the other night with Matt and Catfish and Crappie Mark.
That's right. Yeah, they're doing the football thing.
That's right. That's right. I know a little bit about football. My cousin, on the other hand, he's he is into it. Like he knows that's what he does social media too, and he gets invited. He's into it though. He may be like ESPN analyst someday or something because he's had some of them on his show, and he does social media and stuff. He gets invited. He goes to the Columbine. He goes to the draft. I mean, really
All
cool
right.
stuff.
Hey, when we catch another fish, I'll push one of these buttons.
Hey, speaking of
Scotty,
Troy,
it's always on a Friday and Saturday.
JG, let Lisa do that. She likes pushing buttons.
She does, don't she?
Usually mom.
She's a button. She's a button pusher.
I think that's the joke of the day, Ed. You got it. You win the joke of the day trophy.
Yo, Dan, I'm gonna
Usually
face
my
it,
buttons.
though.
Exactly. Hi, Troy.
There it is, man. Look there. There's Troy right there. Real and virtual outdoor. Isn't it funny how you mention somebody and poof, they show up on your show? It's crazy.
I know.
Yeah, Troy got my shirt on, buddy.
Yeah, great. Troy's just. I could talk with him all day. We'll have fun.
Yeah, Troy's awesome.
And Michael Grumpy Vet says 5 points to Bobby. What the what?
For what?
Hey, Chris and B are back.
All right.
Danny Stone wanted to ask you guys something there, Chris.
What happened?
Can you guys hear me, Chris and B?
Yeah.
I do now. Yes, sir.
Okay, well, I'm trying to set up a trip to Kentucky Dam next weekend. I'm hoping you guys can make it. Most likely, Jerry Parker will be there, so I wanted to apologize ahead of time.
Looks like we got a fish on over here on the
If
yacht.
you show up, I just want to know. Sorry about that.
Yeah, when you put that in the group chat this morning, I was like, well, that's the magic words right there. He's going to want to go learn how to catch skipjack.
Well, I'm pretty sure Parker's going to be there. Richard Cluck's not going to be able to make it. He's working over in Central Illinois right now. And I haven't heard from Josh Dunnigan yet, but we'll probably try to get him down there too.
That'd be a good time if we can get everyone to show up. That'd be awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, well, I can't commit to it 100% yet, but I can't think of anything else I'd rather do.
Well, I'm pretty sure me and Parker are about 99.9%. We're going to be there.
And whenever you get Josh Done It Again involved with it, it's a good time.
Done it again.
Listen, Parker,
All right,
you know,
way to go, yeah.
talking about needing security, but we all know Parker loves me stalking him.
There it is, another beautiful channel cat. Look at that guy. Awesome. Way to go, Mrs. Yak.
Do what?
Dang it. Thank you, JG. I forgot again. It's only been 10 minutes. What the what?
Scotty, I hear you.
Fun fish adventure. I work doubles every other weekend, and I have to be there on my weekend to work. So I'm thinking CatCon needs to work the days around his get. There you go. All right, we'll see what we can do about it. We'll try to work that out. Oh, that's such a fun toy.
Everything.
4.5 minus 1.5.
Perfect. 3. You were up to 6.7.
Thank you, Josie.
All right, last few. Give us
Beautiful
food for the
channel
camera,
cat.
fish.
Look at that guy. Nice job, guys. Nice job.
I think that fish was saying,
Thank you very much.
Let's see.
Josie is a big time catch and release advocate. He quite commonly tries to throw our bluegill back when we catch him for bait.
Yeah, the younger ones they don't understand that sometimes for sure.
Stan, I don't think your hearing aids are connected.
What? I can't hear you.
Get it?
Speaking of which, I gotta go grab them. Oh my gosh. Michael Grumpy Vet said, I have been bow hunting and had nature call and had a deer come up and be at my ear as he was sitting back against the tree. Stan 3 had a fox one time. He was sitting back against a tree like that, deer hunting, had the fox come up. And the fox was sniffing his ear right there. That's.
I don't think so.
Ooh. Benoit Fishing saying, go little Josie. Guys, I will be right back. I gotta go get my second pair of ears.
Benoit.
Glad I was muted. Guy just
That is hilarious, Benoit. You are right. That should be the horn they have. That would be hilarious.
Danny, that's the same spot where the water came up around your truck, right?
It sure is. Right there where all that mud is, right where my truck was sitting that day.
Yeah.
And like I said, you can see my truck parked way up on the levee.
Yep.
I was parked down here, so the truck would be completely underwater by the time that finished up. But all the debris, you see it washed up along the levee there. That's how high the water got.
Wow, it's like logs laying up there.
Yep.
So around there the current coming by, Danny, you turn your camera around to the river.
Yep.
I want you to talk a little bit about where and why you would place your baits where you're throwing them because of the current flow.
Well, like I was saying earlier, you guys have seen me fish this spot whenever we were in a drought stage, and there's a series of shelves out there, straight down drop-offs. It's like a step ladder. Some of them, the biggest one is like 12 feet, and then you got some that are like 4 or 5, 6 feet drop-offs, and it just steps out like a ladder. So basically, I'm throwing right off the shoreline here. I'm not throwing out very far at all, and letting that bait sink down and get right up against that shelf and sit there, because I've caught some pretty big fish off those shelves when the water conditions were like this.
Right.
Will we do it today? I don't know, but we're going to be here trying.
Absolutely. And that's why I brought this up. For the guys that are fishing the rivers, that we know, Jerry Parker and Danny Stone and few others, big fishing with Big Mike. Um, these guys are really, really good at reading the water, and they know where to place their bait. And of course, they fish these some of these spots, many times, but which helps. But being able to get your baits out there in the right place just makes all the world of difference.
Well, I've actually got some of the very first videos I ever put on YouTube. I was fishing in a spot with just, I wasn't even trying to catch monster fish at that point. I was fishing with 2-aught eagle claw hooks and worms and landing 20-pound blue cats just right off this spot here, just using that simple little setup.
Yep.
And
Muskrat
that's back
Adventure
when the water was about this high too.
Muskrat Adventure says, so you drove your Chevy to the levee, but the river was dry.
Well, I wouldn't call it dry. That's gumbo mud right there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, anybody trying to track me here, like I said, you can see no problem where I came in here because I just happened to find a little rocky spot. But yeah, you can track me through the mud right back to the truck right there, no problem.
Well, Danny, I got a question for you. Where is nephew Austin been? Is he ever going to fish with you again?
I'm hoping so eventually. He met a girl. You know how that goes.
Oh, brother.
Hey, Jersey.
Yeah, hanging out with her, because it's still a new relationship. So hanging out with her is a lot more fun for him than hanging out with me.
I understand.
Yeah. I'm waiting patiently, though. I hope they have a good, long relationship, but I'm tired of her already.
Hey, I remember when you and Austin got those kayaks out and went over and was out there going across the Mississippi.
Where we were at on the kayaks, if you see upstream that barge right there, yep, that's where we're at in the kayaks, right in there.
Oh, okay. Is that the island?
Yep, that's right. We're right below the island, probably about 350 yards downstream of it.
Yep.
But that's the island that we spent the night on and fished all night.
Wasn't there critters after you?
There were. The thing about that island, it's got deer and coyotes on it.
That's right.
It's not a huge island, but it's big enough that it's got some deer and coyotes on it. And they don't get exposed to a whole lot of people. So we actually had a campfire going, and you could see the coyotes running just out of the light. You see them moving around, and they were circling around us all night long. Austin was about to have a panic attack, not from the coyotes, because also apparently that is Spider Island. There were spiders everywhere, and Austin absolutely is terrified of spiders. He wasn't worried about the coyotes. The spiders were driving him crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like Bobby.
I like him already. I hate spiders. I'll play with a copperhead before I'll go use a spider.
So, Danny, what kind of bait you using today? You got some shad?
We got some shad that we netted at Baldwin Lake yesterday. We've got skipjack, and we've got worms, and we've got some green sunfish that we had in the bait tank, aerated and live while we were getting here. But we're cutting them up though.
Yeah. No roadkill today.
I've got about a dozen nice sized bullheads in a tank at home that I'm saving for the perfect time for when the flatheads are really going to get busy. We actually Lisa did a show last Sunday, and the whole thing I did on that show was I went out with the intention of catching bullheads and had a pretty successful trip. We caught a bunch of them, put them in the aerator, took them home, put them in the big tank, and we still got them.
Nice. Yeah, I've seen Mark with catfish and crab use those to catch his flatheads. He does pretty good with them.
He got so mad at me last year because that spot that I fished last week, catching those bullheads, I was there trying to catch channel cat, and I kept catching bullheads and throwing them back, and Mark was screaming at me, "What are you doing?"
Yeah. You're throwing all that.
He said, "Stop throwing them back."
That's funny. Mark had some problems with his YouTube channel. He couldn't use his Catfish and Crappy YouTube channel to come in and comment and stuff on people's shows. I guess he got that worked out, but he was having some problems with it.
He was banned for 2 weeks.
Well, I can imagine that. if you've ever met Mark and hung out with him, away from everybody, he's one of the coolest guys you'll ever meet. But man, he don't hold his words for nothing.
He
If
told
you
us
ever
in a
talk to Mark and you walk away from him confused about what he thinks about something, you aren't listening, because he leaves no doubt in your mind. He's a straightforward guy. He just shoots from the hip. He tells you the truth. Sometimes you might not like it, but he's not going to lie to you.
He said in a live not long ago that he got banned for 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's almost the little past the 22-minute warning till 12 o'clock.
All right, I think we're back and set up. Haven't caught any fish, but made a new friend. So hey, that's a good thing.
Awesome.
Yeah, we were out here, young man in a kayak. We saw him reeling in a big old fish, and so asked him if he needed help. He's like, "Hey, can you come take pictures?" So we went over, took pictures with him. Got talking to him, found out it was a Facebook friend because we'd never met in person. We fished the same waters, but yep. So actually, get to meet someone face to face and shake a hand. That's a good thing. Good day.
Michael Grumpy Bet says that's why he has a lifetime ban on Facebook.
So does Bobby.
Bobby does too, huh?
Yep.
Ain't nothing like being in Facebook jail.
I have been in Facebook jail more than any one human being should ever be.
He's been put in solitary. I don't know how many times.
See, now Facebook just mean. I can see when people post, but if I try to go on my page, it says I'm barred or I'm blocked.
See, Bobby, I'm going to teach you a pro move. You always have a backup account because you have to change a few little details, but because Chris and I both had to keep backup accounts for a while because we were getting banned so much.
It wouldn't have anything to do with a certain CDC guy, would it?
Among many other things. I don't think, Bobby, you're not on my Facebook, but I'm not afraid to post memes that are not appropriate.
We've got Chad. We got Mr. Chad with Fields to Water in here watching this morning.
Jersey Stan is not out fishing.
B, I've seen some of your sweatshirts. It doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. I get in trouble a lot.
Yak, you're muted.
Fish on.
I got you.
Oh, I can do that.
Is it the line he just said?
It's either a bigger fish or it's got all of our lines tangled. One of the two.
Yeah, one of the two.
Or it came off, she just said. Go back. Nope, it came off. Never mind. False alarm.
Hey, Danny, are you using a J&S rod today?
Yeah, the two rods in the center there are my J&S Signature Series rods. I've got my Ancient Mariner 10-foot Challenger right here closest to us, and in the center we've got the two J&S rods, and then Black Betty way down on the end there. We always have to set her furthest away because you're not gonna get her all in frame of the camera.
What's your thoughts on the wraparound eyes on the JNS?
Dude, I absolutely love them. And one of the biggest questions people asked us at CatCon, does it affect the casting distance of that when you throw that rod out? And I said, it absolutely does. I think it throws farther.
I know it throws farther.
Danny, can you carry your camera over there and show that where those eyes wrap around?
Sure.
I got you on full screen.
Hey, JG.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's see if I can get this in a frame here. If you look, you got the reel there. I can't see that. I hope I'm pointing that the right way. The reel's down there. It comes up, and then the rod's in the reel. The eye is in the traditional spot on the first one. The next one gradually turns, and that one turns a little bit more as you go up, and you finally end up to where it's actually pointed down at the bottom of the rod.
Yep.
Which
that is
to me it keeps the rod from twisting in your hand when a fish pulls left or right, because it constantly pulls straight down right here. It doesn't pull. I mean, you can pull left or right and it still goes straight down because that eye is pointed down on the tip.
Right. V, were you hollering?
Fish on yaks. It's actually on the
worried
side.
about all these pigeons over my head.
Hang on. Yeah. Gotta stay out of the camera way. Mama's looking all professional back here. Real fishing.
Absolutely.
Danny's got two JNSs out. I've got two JNSs out, and there's probably 7 on V's boat.
Finally to the channel. V's boat? Bobby.
I was wondering when he was going to catch on.
Right.
I will say 100% they do affect the casting distance. They do, and I'm proving it. I'm getting about 15, 20 more yards out of the cast than I did before with the same reel, same line, same weight.
It's interesting. I guess it's less distance on the line going through the eyes. There's a fish. Another channel cat.
Awesome. There's a sandwich.
Stan went to get his hearing aids and never came back.
Probably got lippy and Mama Stan beat him down.
4.66 minus 1.5.
Okay.
You bet it, Joseph? No? You don't want to bet it? Okay. You want to bet it now? Okay. There you go. Good job, kiddo. You want to help me throw it back? Yeah? All right. Ready? Ready? Okay. Grab my arm. Grab my arm. All right. Ready? Ready to push? 1, 2, 3. Woo! There you go. You want to do it again? Well, we have to get another fish first.
Yeah, the only thing I'm dreading on the doing the live show today is that little, I don't know what that thing is they got going that blocks the chat, the referral box or whatever. But as I was setting up the live stream through StreamYard, was going through the setup process, it had a notation on there on how to remove that. And I clicked on it, and it said to remove it, you must upgrade.
Oh, gotcha. That means
you want that thing off there, you got to upgrade. And I'm like, man, I know there's some guys that's got because I'm using just the free version right now, which gives me 20 hours a month.
Right.
But I know there's guys that got the paid version. I think that are still having the problem with that little referral box being on top of their chat.
I don't know. I'll ask Stan. I know that they
It's a hand
in
is what
chat
it is.
about using StreamYard.
Sorry about that.
Well, I'm gonna eventually make the changeover probably to the Restream app.
Right.
I tried it once. I just wasn't comfortable figuring it out during the live, so I've got to get with some people and learn a little bit more about it. They say it's really simple, but yeah, so am I.
Oh yeah, Josh uses it.
That I've had conversations with Dunnigan, and he uses all these technological terms and stuff. Like, you realize I don't understand any of that stuff you're telling me. I mean, when you're explaining to somebody, you assume that they understand the terminology. If they don't, you might as well be speaking Chinese to them.
Hey, Danny, if Lance can figure it out, we should be able to.
Bobby, I was thinking that, but I didn't want to be the one to say the quiet part.
Yeah, you guys like trying to make me feel bad or what?
Come on, Danny. We know you're as smart as Lance. Come on.
I haven't played around with it yet.
Well, it appears not. No, I just haven't. I've only tried it, the Restream app one time. Messed with it for like 5 minutes, and I said, you know what? I'll figure this out later, because during a live show is not the time to try to figure that out.
Hey, Ed, are you going to use? What are you going to use for your show this year?
I'm still with StreamYard.
Okay.
I'm paid up until July 27th.
Okay.
I'll stop by the
But they charge me yearly for that.
That's right. It's cheaper, but it's still it all depends on what you want to get out of it. You know,
What do you mean it's
how much
cheaper?
it's worth to you.
It's going to be $800 and some for the year.
I don't think so.
Yeah, StreamYard got greedy now. Now they lost out their business.
From the business aspect of it, I kind of see what they're doing as far as pressuring people into buying the paid app on it, because you can do the free version, which gives you 20 hours a month. I do about a 4-hour show every Sunday, so it works out perfect for me. Usually, I don't even use my 20 hours up every month.
Right.
And so there was so many people that went back to the free version. They thought, we've got to figure out some way to force them to buy it. So they put that stinking referral box there just to get on your nerves, hoping that people would just get enough of it and they'd finally buy the app.
So what is it? You just can't see you see a really small chat window on your phone. Is that what the problem is?
On mine, if you've got it turned horizontal like I do now,
yeah,
it blocks over half the chat. Now, I have found out that if I turn it what I call TikTok mode, which I'm not crazy about, it will block just the bottom 2 chat comments. You can read the ones above it, but if chat's not moving very fast, somebody that makes the last 2 comments, they may sit there forever before the chat moves up from somebody else chatting to where you can read their comment.
Gotcha. Now, does the actual StreamYard app, where you have the app on your phone instead of going through a browser, does that make a difference?
I'm not sure. You're pulling it Dunnigan on me.
No, I'm not. So it's StreamYard.
It does not make a difference, JG, because the app only works if you're a guest on somebody else's show.
Okay, so you can't use it and stream live from your own.
No, I don't know why StreamYard. No, exactly. No, the app is just if you're a guest on somebody else's show.
Okay. So, well, that answers that, Danny.
Yeah, I've tried everything, and if somebody can figure out how to get rid of that damn thing, I'd like to know.
No doubt. But
Because you know me, I
the,
do
the,
like
the thing
Danny.
I
I do
read this
everything
morning
from my
was
phone.
it said that you have to purchase the upgrade and they can get rid of it.
I've got the upgrade. I've got the biggest package you can get as a non-business. Like you got it is the whatever. Because I had to have that for doing the live fishing
For
tournament league
doing the
last year.
live fishing tournament league,
It's the
absolutely.
pro.
Yep,
The pro pack.
the pro package exactly, and it's
That's what
still
I got.
there.
They got you boys painted into a corner then.
Yeah, they certainly do. Sons of guns.
Hey, what was my word of the day? Jack legs.
Well, the word of the day was Parkerized.
Parkerized.
That's from you, Danny.
Hey, Danny, that was my new
Yeah, it's
word from the
Parkerized.
Parker when
Which Parkerized
Parkerized.
is actually a word. It
That's
is
how
it's
I
what
made
they
it
do
up.
to the barrels of some firearms. They'll Parkerize it. It's a kind of coating they put on there. So it is an actual word. If you look up Parkerized, it'll explain to you. It's like the bluing on a gun, but it's a flat finish instead of a blued finish.
Yep. And that's definition A. Definition B is you just got your ass kicked by Parker Pursuit
Yeah, by Parker.
in a fishing tournament.
But I was spelling that Parkernized. Parkernized.
And Danny, the good thing about that is most people don't mind taking second to Parker. That is totally understandable.
No, I'm pretty much tired of it.
And Danny will tell you his real thoughts about Parker.
Well, I fish with the guy all the time. I get to spend more time with Parker than pretty much anybody else on YouTube. And don't get me wrong, I love the guy to death, but I just get so tired of him showing me up all the time. I said, "Can you please just take a break?"
Yeah, just stay home one weekend.
Yeah.
River at 30:30 in the house. Good to see you, Ernest. I'm sure.
Yeah, if you haven't checked out his latest videos, he's got a monster flathead on him.
I saw that. On Facebook. I saw it.
Yeah, but in all seriousness, though, Parker is man, he's one of the best friends you could possibly ask for. Every time I go fishing on the river, or anytime we do a live stream and I'm out fishing, he calls to make sure that I'm either on the highway and got out of there safe, or he calls to make sure I made it home safe. Because I'm going to tell you something. Jerry Parker lives 2.5 hours north of me. And if there was ever a time that he called me and I was on the river and I didn't answer the phone, he would be in his vehicle and heading this way.
Absolutely.
He would take that 2.5 hour drive. And if he pulled up here and I didn't answer the phone, oh, it's going to be a fight because he's going to be mad. But he checks on me every time I go fishing to make sure I made it home safely. I mean, he knows a lot of the health issues that I have that a lot of people don't know and stuff. I've spent a lot of time with Parker.
Yep.
We're really close. And he's a good guy, and he watches out for me. And, you couldn't ask for a better friend, I'm telling you.
Absolutely.
And it's people like that. Like, you don't mind losing to Parker, to STANday, to the people that are out there putting their time on the water. And, there's not many people that put more time in than you, Danny, and Parker is one of them.
Dude, he's on the water every day after work.
That's
every day.
You don't
Parker
mind
didn't
getting beat by somebody
Parker
like
didn't
that.
get as good as he is by going fishing every now and then. He absolutely spends every afternoon on that river, figuring out what he hasn't figured out and reconfirming what he has figured out. He puts the work in on it. I'm telling you, that's
JG,
why he's so successful.
Do you got that fish? Do you got that catfish talk call still? You got it there with you?
Yeah.
All right. Well, JG's going to do this. Go ahead, JG. Yeah. And you hear that right there? That's catfish talk. I walked in on STANday the other day, and he was on the phone with Jerry Parker, and that's what I heard them talking.
That's the
I'm
language.
I think they speak catfish.
That's how they were.
I'm waiting on the deer to come running out of these woods behind me.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm hoping we get on some fish today. I don't know. The thing is, though, we're pretty much stuck here. This is where we're going to be because all my other spots that I can that are normally fish at, they are just completely inaccessible right now. There's no way to get there. The roads are still underwater, and even the ones that the water has receded, they've got to go down their bulldozers and clear the trees and logs off the road where you can get in there. I mean, you're pretty much pigeonholed into this spot right here.
Right.
Oh,
Hopefully something will come along. We'll go sit here patiently and wait for them.
Is this about normal pool for the river here, Danny, or is it low or
Absolutely
high?
not. We're still pretty high right now.
Okay.
It's probably, believe it or not, right here at New Madrid, the average depth out there in the main channel is only about 19 or 20 feet.
wow.
Right now, it's if you go out the center there, it's probably, I don't know, 50, maybe 60. But yeah,
Wow.
normally when I fish here, you got to drop. Like I said, you got the first drop off there, right off the shore. 3 feet out from the bank is the first drop off, and you'll jump down or climb down that, and about 10 feet down, that's probably about normal.
Okay.
And
Stan,
Yeah, we're still
did
pretty
you
high
get
right
a Stan? Did you get a JNS rod?
I do have.
Danny was showing me his how the eyes wrapped around it, and
Yeah,
they were talking about how well it casts and stuff.
absolutely. The biggest thing with that is fighting fish, especially bigger fish, because when you've got the bait caster and the eyes are on the top of the rod, you
Yeah.
see that line. You can see it going underneath the rod sometimes, and it puts a lot of pressure on it. But with that acid wrap or the spiral wrap, you got by the time it gets halfway up the rod, it's at the bottom of the rod. So
Yeah.
it's smooth pressure, so it doesn't twist the rod. When that line you're catching a big fish, and the eyes are on top, and that line is going in there, it twists the rod, and you don't really realize it until you fish without something like that. Oh,
12.
there we
Go
go,
on,
12 o'clock, and it looks like Ed Evans is the big winner today.
Now,
18.7
now,
pounds of carp.
now, I did. Yak did have a 3.1.
Yeah, you
Yak
got to
had
add
when he was gone.
three
All right,
something to yak score.
there we go. So,
It was a flathead, came off right at the bank.
oh,
It was about a 15-pound flathead. He pulled the hook right at the bank. That was on the green sunfish too.
woo.
Man,
Almost sniped it, Danny. Almost.
I had him about 3 feet from the shore, and he shook his head, and that hook popped out.
Oh.
It wasn't a huge flathead. He was probably going about 15.
That's a big flathead, Danny.
Yeah, that's a nice fight anywhere. So that's it. It is 12 o'clock. Ed Evans is the winner today. 18.7 pounds of carp.
Good job, Ed.
Thank you.
And second place, you got the Yaks. They came in late.
Hey, Ed, you got to take a bow.
That's right. The Yaks in second place was 9.8. They caught 3 fish.
Congratulations to the Yaks.
Yeah,
Thank you very
absolutely.
much.
That's a great
Just wanted to
job.
pop in last minute.
That was terrible.
And there she is.
Hey,
There's butterflies.
At least I got
and
to see him,
sunshine.
though.
There's butterflies and sunshine. I was telling Ed earlier, butterflies, that it's just so awesome seeing how much you've picked up in the past year. We can't wait for the after midnight coming back up here in the beginning of May. Make sure you go check out Ed Evans. Fish on Ed Evans. We're going to see butterflies catch a 62-pound flathead this year. I'm calling it right now.
Boy, that would be sweet.
That would have been my first flathead this year. I mean, he wasn't huge, probably about 15. He was 3 feet from the bank, and I was trying to drag him up that ledge, and he started shaking his head, and that hook come flying out of his mouth. I'm like, no. Talking about heartbreak. Oh, my God.
Well, Danny, I'm going to brag a little bit. We've gotten 3 in the boat this year.
Nice, brother.
Biggest one was 17-pound flathead. The other 2 were less than 10. But
Woo! Well, since we have you right there, Yak, appreciate you coming up on STANday today. Thank you so much.
Sure, thanks for having us last second.
What would you like to add before we get out of here today?
If you sit on the couch and you're not fishing and you have the chance to go, you need to go. Simple as that.
Damn.
It's better to be outside. Don't worry about the ticks. I'm an outlier. It doesn't really happen that bad, okay? Get out there, wear some bug spray, catch some fish, and then just take a check when you get home, make sure there's not something attached to you. Good to go.
Great advice. Thank you. Appreciate you being part of the catfish community. Make sure you love that baby. Give kisses to Josie for all of us.
Will do. We're about to go get her some chicken nuggets and put her down for a nap. So.
Oh heck, I'm coming with you then. Chicken nuggets and a nap. I'm good to go. Let's go, Danny. What do you got to say?
Well, that was encouraging. At least we know we could get some fish today. We got a bite, hooked up to a flathead, got it right up to the bank, and lost the stinking thing. That's the heartbreak part. But now I'm a little bit more, like I said, encouraged that we might get us some fish today. So we're going to keep hammering on it. We'll be live here shortly after STANday's over, and we're going to sit this spot and wait it out. The rain's starting to pour, so we're going to move back up and underneath the observation deck until it passes. Rain should be cleared out here between 1:30 2 o'clock my time. But we'll deal with it. But hey, always, Stan, thank you for letting me hang out with you. I love STANday. Like I always say the same thing. It gets redundant. I look forward to it every Sunday. That's the highlight of my week. That's how the finale of my week is finishing up by doing STANday and then maybe doing a little short live after that. It's what I live for, brother. And you make that happen. You make it possible. You and JG, 2 of the coolest guys out there doing a show together. Love you guys to death, man, and appreciate you. You're my brothers, you're my sisters, you're my catfish family. God bless each and every one of you, because you know that Danny Stone loves you. And I'll see you again in about 30 minutes.
Wait a minute, real soon.
Hey,
that is the best outro in YouTube, bar none.
We've had an eventful afternoon, in and out.
Yeah, Chris and B, we're getting ready to jump out of here. Anything you want to add before we go?
Yep. Hey, Danny, if you want us to come fish with you, we gladly will there. You want to send us a link?
I have the link. It's already pinned at the top of chat. If it doesn't work for you, holler at me and I'll send it directly to you. As a matter of fact, I'm going to send it directly to you as soon as I get off here.
All right.
Thanks, Danny.
But for everyone else, thanks
forward
everyone
to
for watching for sure. Didn't get any fish. I only had 1 bite so far all day. But we're going to go try again. So come on over to Danny's channel, check it out. Stan, as always, love you, brother. Stan and JG.
Love you.
We said pumped up. Stan and JG, great hosts. I'm glad JG came in to keep Stan on the straight and narrow.
Hey, Lord knows I need that. I don't know what I'd do without JG. That's the
own rules.
We definitely love our STANdays, and thanks everyone.
Love you guys.
Love you too, man. Great having y'all back out there. V, it's always great seeing you back out on the water. Much love to y'all. Thank you for being such a big part of the channel. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Bobby, you with us?
Yep, I'm still here.
All right.
Hey,
What do you want to say to the peoples before we get out of here?
hey, as always, great to be here. Great to get to fish with awesome people. Apologize for the wind. Picking up again. Of course, no fish again, but you know what? It's a beautiful day out here. God's blessed me to be able to come out here, and it's just a great feeling to be in the outdoors. And as always, till next time, Godspeed, God bless, tight lines and full strings.
And that is the second best outro on YouTube. Just saying.
All right. Thank you, Bobby. And we got Mr. Ed Evans, the winner of today's STANday.
Oh, we lucked out, that's all. I thought Yak was really going to come through with all them channel cracks.
I thought so too, Ed. I thought so too.
but he did have a run on it because they lost the fish at the boat.
Ooh.
So
Right.
yeah. But I want to thank you, Stan, for allowing me to come up and participate again. You know, I like this a lot. You know, this is something new. It's out of my element. I like
Absolutely.
this. And if nobody's ever tried carp fishing, you ought to really try it at least once. I mean, once you get one on and he starts running all over,
Oh,
you're going to be hooked.
you're
Because
hooked. Absolutely, Ed. Absolutely.
they just go wild. But yeah, I want to thank everybody for stopping in, saying hi. Our show will start up May 7th. We're going to have
There-
a short next Wednesday after Rick's show to let everybody know that we're going to be starting up the following week. So
Oh, there you go.
stay tuned for that.
Awesome. Well, Ed,
Butterflies and Sunshine says that she's going to have to get her cement river shoes out so she don't go overboard.
Well, if she gets a 60-pounder, she might be going overboard anyway.
that's
That's a
true.
fact, Jack.
I'm calling it now. I'm calling it
My
now.
largest is only 46.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Ed. I'm calling it now. I just see it. I see butterflies with a 62. She's not even going to be able to pick it up because it's going to be as long as she is, and we're going to be there to be excited about it. So,
Well, I tell you what, man, I had a great time here today, hanging out with you guys. Glad I got to ring the bell for you a couple of times and hang out with these awesome folks. I may come up on Danny's show in a little while. We'll just see how that goes for my afternoon. And Stan, thank you so much for all your great hosting this weekend. Enjoyed your comments and bad jokes and all the fun stuff that you do for it.
well, you're about the only one, JG. I
Oh yeah.
tell you what.
Yeah. Well, I'm taking notes. I'm learning what to do and what not to do and all that fun stuff. So, but we do.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at here. What a way to end the show, JG.
We have a bonus fish.
Bonus fish.
It don't count.
Danny wants to make sure this does not count.
Ed's like, I'm making sure I'm winning today.
Lots of prayers. Yep, definitely praying for him, brother. Definitely.
You know what, JG? I can't thank everybody enough out there. Like, man, I never thought, however many, 4 or 5, 6 years ago when we started this stuff, 5 years ago. And, you know, Stan 3 and I were out there and, you know, things have changed and he's, you know, he's got the family going and he's doing the work thing and et cetera, et cetera. And man, so the way that I can still be part of it is doing STANday here from the house and having all these awesome people. And, you know, I just sit here and I chuckle when everybody says, thank you for, I'm the one that owes everybody thank yous.
Well,
no, Stan, you do a lot. You do a lot for everybody.
Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Hey, Sunday morning would not be the same without STANday. I'm going to go ahead and say that now.
Yeah, I can't be doing this from sitting on the couch. You know what I mean?
That's true. And you know what? For anybody out there, if you want to go out and you want to try this, you want to go out and try live fishing, come up on a Sunday, come up on a STANday. You know, it's the best way to try it out because if you try to do your own live and you're not used to the service and you got to try to read chat and fish and everything, come up on STANday, have some fun, get used to it, and then you go from there and you get a little, you know, you get a little experience and you get some confidence in talking on chat. And we love it. We love people coming up for the first time. Oh, boom, boom, bam, look at there, fishing and cooking with Mike Chavez.
She's a biggie.
STANday rules. Well, thank you, Mike. I wouldn't even be here. We wouldn't be here without Mike Chavez. I'm just saying that right now. He was the first one that we watched on YouTube for the James River, and we wouldn't have even known the size of fish that we had here without Mike. And just such an awesome person. Him and his wonderful wife Sharon. She messages my wife all the time, and I really appreciate that. There it is in the net. What a way to end it, Ed.
Holy mackerel!
That's a whopper.
Oh, thank you, Grumpy Vet. I appreciate that.
Look at that thing.
Oh, man. That's a monster. That's a monster.
Man, that thing is at least 17 pounds.
Absolutely a run. I've got some ideas for that I'm going to try to do this year.
I'll tell you what, Stan.
Yes, sir.
The one closest without going over, shirt and hat and sticker combo from Ed Evans.
Well,
along with butterflies and sunshine sticker.
All right, we got 30 people watching, so put your let me
I'll hold it up
in
and
here.
I'll let you take your guesses.
I'm gonna put in here start now.
All right. So we're getting a lot of requests to do some
All right,
stand night fishing. We'll do some
put
stand nights on
your
Friday nights.
put your weight guesses in there.
Closest without going over, I think is what he said, right, JG?
That's what he said.
I would jump in on that, but I've already got everything that he named off, so I'm gonna give somebody else a chance.
Well, Ed, if
I've
you want
got
to know
Ed
how
Evans
much
shirt, butterfly stickers, and all that stuff.
Ed, if you want to know how much respect I have for you, let me show you something right here. Guess what shirt I am wearing today?
Look at that. Google River Rat.
Thank you for representing, brother.
Much love for Ed.
Dan,
I
give
wore
yourself
this.
0.22 for that.
There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, that is awesome. Are
We
we
got
getting
some
guests?
guesses in here. 17.7, 18.8, 20, 13.5,
Hold on,
21.7,
you didn't even see the fish.
I'm gonna
Probably
stick
gonna
with my
change your mind.
16, 1.5.
Oh, you know how it goes, Ed. You offer up. You have got the best giveaway in YouTube with the whole combo pack with the stickers and everything. I got to give it to Ed. It is people love winning his stuff. That's for sure. Uh-oh. Oh, look at this.
Here you go, gang.
I guarantee it's bigger than the last one he caught. So.
Oh, a lot bigger. Just to eat the other one. That on full screen, Stan.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Sorry about that. There you go.
There you go. There you go, gang.
Look at that. Oh my gosh.
Take your guesses.
Look how healthy that fish is. That's the thing that I'm impressed by.
Look how
Pennsylvania.
fat he is.
Absolutely. That is just a healthy, healthy fish. And that's, I did fish in Pennsylvania for a while. They got a lot of rules, they got a lot of regulations, but they take care of their waterways. They are concerned about it. So, I get it. And they've got some beautiful, beautiful fish in Pennsylvania.
Uh-oh, Donald Long's in the house.
Uh-oh.
It's all over. Everybody else forget it.
Donald, you got
fishing with
you
the
got
best
you got to
guess
put
of
the
the day.
guess.
22.22.
Donald, put the guess in there. How much that carp weighs, and you can win a Ed Evans hat, shirt, sticker pack.
And don't forget butterfly and sunshine
Yep,
stickers.
Donald's at 15.62.
Oh, he's in it already. Because let's face it, butterflies and sunshine just makes the day that much brighter just being in chat. Hey, we got Look Lady out there. Welcome in. Okay, so don't forget the net weighs 1.52. So whatever weight Ed gives us, we got to minus the 1.52. Look at the size of that carp. That's crazy.
What's crazy is it's not locking in.
Just hit the tear button.
The tear button to do it?
Yeah, hit the tear
usually
button.
It'll lock it.
And then set it down, and it'll give you a minus what it weighs.
It locked in. It
Hey.
locked in on its own.
All right, hang on before you show it, Ed. All right, everybody, get them guesses in there. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. And what's the number, Ed?
Here you go, gang.
28.10 minus
1.52.
And the weight is what, Dan?
Let's see, 28.1 minus 1.52 would be 26.58.
Look,
Off the
lady,
top of my head.
lady's at 25. Look Lady wins.
Woo-hoo.
Congratulations. Do me a favor. Go on my email to edevans00@gmail.com. Put down your shirt size, your address, along with your zip code, and we'll get that right out to you tomorrow.
Yep, we have
Oh.
Ev Evans' email address right here on the screen.
Thank you very much.
That's edevans00@gmail.com. And look, lady, you send him an email and he'll get that information out to you.
There it is.
And we'll watch this release and then we'll get out of here. It's a whopper.
There you go. Last
Well,
shot.
wow, look at the size of that tail. Look how thick.
Look
There's
how big
just some healthy looking fish up there, Ed.
that is. Let it go.
Here we go.
Bigger she can get, but we're gonna let her go.
Wow.
Great fish, Ed. Great fish.
Hey, again, if
Absolutely.
you haven't tried carp fishing yet, everybody out there, pretty much everybody out there has got the opportunity. Not everybody's got the same catfish, but pretty much everybody out there has got carp in their area. Give it a try. Give it a try. That's all I'm going to
Whether it be
say.
a pond,
Absolutely.
a river, canal, loaded with carp.
In about 10 minutes, Danny Stone will be live. You guys go over there and hang out with Danny Stone Outdoors, and he'll be over there hanging out with your Sunday afternoon crowd and fishing from the Mississippi, the mighty Mississippi River. You guys
That's
go and have some fun with Danny. And Stan, I'm going to take us out of here. So you guys enjoy the rest of your day and appreciate you coming in and watching.
Beautiful. Thank you, JG. Hashtag RCT Sunday.